Hello?
I can hear it. I can hear both of us.
Sorry, everybody. My mic sucks now. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I already forgot. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Pearl's mic died like last night for
Literally.
like no fucking reason. Like literally like 12 hours before the fucking stream.
Yeah.
And we couldn't get it to work, so she's using a backup. It'll be fixed by the next stream, but we didn't want to delay this one. Actually, the next stream will probably be a little. It'll be from maybe a while from now. I don't know. I'm super busy in July.
Yeah, that's
so
fine.
I have no fucking idea.
That's fine.
Anyway, welcome back. I guess I don't actually do the intro, so I don't even know what you say. I don't listen.
I don't listen to this podcast.
I don't listen when you talk.
Hi, every pony. Sorry for the mic quality. By August, it'll be fixed.
By August. Jeez. Yeah.
Listen, you're gonna be busy in July.
Yeah, no, I'm sure we'll be able to finish season 3 before like fucking off Kai and fucking G-Fest and everything else I have to do. 2 weeks from now, my Oshi's having a new costume reveal, so I can't. I'm gonna be busy.
You're gonna be busy jerking it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be busy jerking it, and then there's an All Elite Wrestling pay-per-view on the same day, so I'm gonna be really busy. I'm super busy. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Hi, every pony. Welcome back to Horsin Around. I'm your host, Cypress. This is my lovely co-host.
It's me. Today's best pony. I can't believe I'm gonna say it. It's Rainbow Dash.
This is the most character arc she's ever had.
This is her best episode ever.
I would have to agree.
Ever, past, present, and future. I think. Yeah, we today's episodes are Wonderbolt Academy, fucking
Apple Family
FiM
Reunion,
and Spike at Your Service, which is a great episode, a good episode, and a Spike episode. In that order.
I have that opinion. Yep, same.
Yeah. Jesus. Yeah. Wow. Welcome back. Has anything changed since last time? I don't really talk about current events first, I guess. I feel like I'm forgetting something already.
No, you have merch.
Yeah, it's literally in the box. I did not have time to open it. I went downstairs to get it, and I also had to get something to eat like super quick. Cause I got like super like behind for some reason today. Like usually I finish my, cause I do the work like when I wake up in the morning, like on Sunday. I know you do it Saturday night. I don't know, I lost like an hour somewhere along the line, which is super weird because I feel like I should be better at that because I started taking meds for like my ADHD and stuff. But somewhere along the line, I totally lost like an hour, and so I was just barely finished by like 12:30. Like doing like the Equestria Daily stuff and everything like that, and like watching the episodes, and so I like didn't have it. Usually I finish like an hour or more before like 1 o'clock. I got really fucked up today. I don't know. Anyway, I guess let's jump into it, huh? Season 3, episode 7, which is episode 59 in total. Wonderbolt Academy, or maybe Wonderbolt Academy. One's really sure.
This is weird. This is the first time we've seen where an episode has 2 different names.
Yeah, like different sources use either the plural or the singular. You know what? I didn't actually look. Do you think I would have? But I didn't actually look in the episode title card itself on the actual episode what it's called on the episode. I'm pretty sure it's called Wonderbolts with an S Academy.
The fucking Wikipedia page even says this: Wonderbolts Academy, sometimes called Wonderbolt Academy by different sources.
I think Wonderbolt Academy sounds better. With it, like the singular, I think sounds better. But
same here.
Yeah, which is, I guess somebody else thought that fucking too. Yeah, so this episode is Wonderbolt's Academy. Tubi misspells it as Wonderbold with a D. Wonderbold Academy?
Yeah.
That's weird. I've never seen a misspelling like that before, which is really funny. This is, let's see. I just flip off my nuts. Season 3, episode 7. This episode was written by Meriwether Williams. This is her 5th out of 7 episodes. We will also see her 6th of 7 episodes, like literally in about an hour from now, because she also wrote Spike at Your Service. And then her last episode is Bats.
Bats?
Mike is fucked. She wrote Bats, the Flutter Bat.
Oh, that fucking episode.
Everybody got really super horny about.
Everybody got super horny about Bat Pony Fluttershy.
Super horny. Just put it like right in the middle of the table.
You know what? Yeah, Twilight can guard
Put it
this.
Put it on the ground lip. Yeah, it got like people got. Is that a season 4 episode?
I think it's a season 4 episode.
Yeah, that's Meriwether Williams' last episode. But we're not there yet. Also, this episode aired on December 15th, 2012. This stretch of episodes will cover through Christmas. Happy Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
How did we got super far off track. There was a minute there where we were right there where we were supposed to be. Now it's fucking Christmas. These episodes will constitute through the entirety of December and the first episode of January 2013. So happy 2013, everybody.
Yay!
There's no Christmas. I think we talked a little bit about Christmas last time because I think we saw the official My Little Pony like Christmas cards or whatever the fuck. We've been watching the show with friends. We're currently going through season 4. Hey, you're a little bit ahead of us. That's cool. So a couple of fun facts on this episode before we start. Actually, I think I only have one for this. I have a couple of fun facts about some of these episodes. The only fun fact I have about this one is, according to Lauren Faust, the Wonderbolt uniform. Actually, I guess this isn't really particularly for this episode, but I looked this up earlier because I was trying to figure out what the fuck the Wonderbolts actually do.
We still don't know.
According to Lauren Faust, Craig McCracken, her husband, designed the Wonderbolts uniforms. I didn't know that.
Oh, hey. I mean, he is a cartoonist, so. Yeah,
well, I didn't know he had anything to do with this show at all. I thought he was. I mean, it probably wasn't official work, right?
He was too busy working on fucking Wander Over Yonder at the time.
Yeah, right. That's fun. I always liked the Wonderbolt design. I didn't know Craig made it. That's cool.
Good on him.
Good for him. Yeah, good on them. That is all the fun facts I have about this episode, I think. I don't think there's anything production. Let me double check the. Oh, you know what? I fucking do have something to talk about.
Yeah.
I found it. I actually didn't read this on the wiki because I apparently didn't read the wiki page for this like an idiot. But I did find it in the Equestria Daily section. But we'll talk about this at the end of the episode, which is that they basically cut the ending off this fucking episode.
Yeah, it ended on a really weird note.
I never knew that, and I wrote like a whole like fucking diatribe about how like the ending of this episode was like not very good. And then I like an hour later when I was doing the Christian Daily shit, I found out that Megan McCarthy was like, "Oh yeah, we wrote like 2 whole fucking scenes of an ending that got cut." I'm like, "What the fuck did you do that for?
How do you make
cut something? Why didn't you cut all the Pinkie Pie bullshit?"
It is your job to make a coherent 22-minute episode.
You couldn't fit the fucking like. Come on, it's like the most important part of the episode. Anyway, we start the episode off with the main 6. Feels like it's been forever since I've seen them.
Yeah, not much focus on them this season.
Thank God. Well, they get too much focus this episode, actually. So
which is weird. Too much focus on them in a Rainbow Dash episode.
Yeah. The main 6 are hanging out on the ground underneath Rainbow Dash's home because she has her mailbox is on the ground, which I think is funny.
Pinkie Pie's bouncing on it.
Pinkie Pie is just slobbering on it this week. I mean, just really. I wrote Pinkie Dash moment. I don't even know what I was referring to. Just this whole scene.
No, there was a lot of her being really handsy with Rainbow Dash this episode.
She was really getting all up on her in this episode. It's crazy. So we established that Rainbow Dash has applied to what's called the Wonderbolt Academy, The Wonderbolts Academy. Did they say it plural in the episode?
They say it's singular in this. Well,
Then why the fuck is the episode called Wonderbolts?
when they're referring to the
Academy?
team, they say the Wonderbolts. When they're referring to the academy, they say the Wonderbolt Academy.
Then why the fuck is the episode called Wonderbolts Academy with an S?
I think this was like a
What?
misproduction thing.
Yeah, this was doing a production error. So Rainbow Dash is applied to become to a week of training at the Wonderbolt Academy to potentially be a Wonderbolt. This isn't made clear by the episode because they literally cut the scene that it explains it at the end of the episode, but the Wonderbolt Academy was not some kind of a training ground to like be like that if you pass you get to be a Wonderbolt. It's just like a thing, and then you just kind of become like a sort of like we'll keep our eye on you kid perspective for being maybe a Wonderbolt, maybe.
I think you become a cadet.
Yeah, but they don't ever bring this up again. And then the next time like the Wonderbolt stuff is mentioned is like next season when Dash becomes like a Wonderbolt like trainee or
She
whatever.
actually becomes a member.
Like a reserve member though. She's not like on the main. She's not like on the team. She's like a bench warmer.
Are they
Wonderbolts.
are they like a sports team that uses military training? I could believe that.
No. Yes.
Or are they military?
Apparently, the episode that I'm referencing in season 4 does sort of kind of explain what the Wonderbolts actually do. But I have no memory of that episode at all. Like
I don't remember that shit.
Yeah, it's like season 4, like
episode 25.
Yeah, it's like a really late season 4 episode. And I like legitimately don't remember this episode at all, which is super weird because I definitely watched season 4. So I don't know why I legitimately have no memory of this episode, like literally zero. So I guess we'll get to that next season. But I have no idea. I literally do not understand what the Wonderbolts are for. They seem to like because there's different things they do in this episode that are like, this is like, there's like the thing, like, let's get too far ahead of it, but it's like there's the thing where it's like, well, this is like a speed test, or there's like this is the one where they like you have to learn how to like correct yourself after like a fucking knockdown in the sky or whatever the fuck. And it's like, okay, so they're like aerial performers, right? Like they do high flying dangerous stunts, and so they need to learn how to like, not die if the stunt goes wrong.
And
right?
then there's something about weather. Then they're weather team.
And then there's a thing where they're like, if you're a Wonderbolt, you have to learn how to fly in extremely dangerous, inclement weather. And it's like, why the fuck would I need to know how to do that? Are we like search and rescue? Also, are we like a first response team? But then also like, and then I remember that like Spitfire of the Wonderbolts was in charge of the thing in Hurricane Fluttershy. So what the fuck do the Wonderbolts do?
Celestia decided to make the Wonderbolts as a joke.
I mean, yeah, right? There's some kind of weird... Are they a civilian... Like, are they a private organization? Do they have state funding? Are they, like, part of the royal government? Like, are they an extension of Celestia's government? What the fuck are they? What is going on? Who the fuck is...
An answer we will never get for the whole series.
We will literally never get, yeah.
While Pinkie Pie's bounce on, the mail arrives, and she gets a letter that accepts her into the Wonderbolts Academy.
She says, "I didn't get in." Gotcha.
Gotcha, you stupid fucking idiots.
That was funny as fuck. Gotcha. How the fuck did you do that? There, she gets accepted to the Wonderbolts Academy, and she's like, "Well, I have to leave right now."
And
what the fuck?
We have
like,
bye.
Well, that is like you gotta go right now. Like it's starting like in and out.
It's like right now. The whole B plot of this episode is Pinkie Pie being like, I miss Rainbow Dash.
Why does this episode have a B plot? It doesn't need to have a B plot.
Maybe they couldn't think of scenes they wanted to do in the Academy proper with Rainbow Dash.
They literally cut scenes out of the episode
you
that
know
were
what?
relevant to the story of the episode so they could include a 2-minute sequence of Pinkie Pie putting her dick in a mailbox.
Oh,
Who the fuck made these cuts? Why the fuck did you do that?
let me look at the fucking credits on this episode.
This shit took up way too much time of the episode, which is not a like. I feel like I've never had to complain about this before in the show, but this shit took up way too much fucking time in the episode. I literally made like multiple notes about like, did we not have enough like Top Gun references we could have made to make the time up in this episode that we had to do Pinkie Pie stuff? Surely you could have done a couple of like Top Gun references. I think they don't even really do any in this episode, which is weird.
Not really.
They would. Do you think that that's too? Is that too easy? Is that too low hanging fruit for you guys? We'll do Star Wars, but not fucking Top Gun. Maybe
it's
Hasbro. No.
Hasbro told them to include more Pinkie Pie.
Yeah, probably. I guess. I have no fucking idea what they were thinking in this episode.
We get to the academy, which is a floating chunk of land.
It is okay. That's what I thought too. It is a mountain. It's there's like one shot that you see it because I had to like go back and like because I was like, is this the first time you've seen floating land? It's not. It's just like a very tall flat mountain.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like one very quick establishing shot like after the credits or after like the opening that shows it like descending down to the ground. They also have like they like make additional space in it with like clouds, which is kind of neat. Like there's like solid ground and then there's like sort of like cloud buildings and like cloud ground like around it. They don't go on the clouds at all like in the episode because they didn't want to draw that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But it's there like to give you the sense of it. I think this is also the first time that they show a rainbow waterfall. No, I guess they've probably shown them in like wider shots before, but
They've shown them in wider shots before.
it's just kind of there.
Is the land there just so they can be inclusive for other ponies?
Yeah, it's probably like that because they didn't want to draw this entire episode on fucking clouds and try to figure out how the hell that's supposed to work.
I suppose.
They probably didn't want to do that. Also, because you can't because they wanted to do like the runway and everything, like the fucking Top Gun thing.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I think that doesn't work if it's all clouds. Like, I feel like that doesn't. Even though they've kind of shown how that works before in other episodes, I feel like they were just like, let's just put this on a thing so we don't have to worry about like the logistics of how the fuck this is supposed to work. Or maybe because like logistically the other main 6 characters do actually have to be standing there at the end of the episode. So like
That's why
they do have to literally be fucking standing there. So yeah, maybe it is. We are not really introduced, but we are seen with Rainbow Dash's class, for lack of a better term.
and they're all ponies from Ponyville.
Most of these are reoccurring or returning like background characters. There's fucking Bulk Biceps, the big guy, Star Hunter, Thunderlane from Hurricane Fluttershy, the guy that got sick, Cloud Chaser, or Stormwalker, depending on who you ask what her name is, or how you spell it. There's also another male character called Cloud Chaser. He's not there, but there's 2 different ponies named that because we just get sloppy with this shit after a certain amount of time.
And a new character entirely made for this episode.
That's right, and her name is Meadow Flower.
Oh no, excuse me. I think it's Lightning Dust.
No, Meadow Flower is the pink one with the bob.
Oh wait, yeah,
her.
Her.
She was made new for this episode and then never, ever, ever, ever appeared ever again, ever. Even once.
Even once.
She was in the IDW comic for like 1 panel. And she was on some merchandise which didn't even get released. Yes, Lightning Dust is the new character that we referenced, that we created for this episode, who also basically never shows up again, except for 1 time.
She shows up in the comic and then like season 8.
Yep. And that's the kind of season 8 shit where you could tell that they were just draining to get something on the paper at that point, you know? It's like fucking let's bring back Thunderlane. Lightning Dust. Lightning Dust from season fucking 3.
The other stupid ass lesbian that's just a clone of Rainbow Dash.
We probably could have followed up with this character way earlier, especially because we cut out the resolution to her character arc in the episode. That doesn't matter.
None of this matters.
Lightning Dust is kind of like Rainbow Dash, except she's butcher.
She is like Rainbow Dash, but she's a top.
Yeah, she's more of a top than Rainbow Dash is. Well, Rainbow Dash isn't a top at all, but she doesn't like to admit that.
Rainbow Dash does not want to admit she's not a top. She's a...
Spitfire also returns in this episode. This is her 4th appearance in the show. She will be in almost every season of the show except for season 9.
Do you think Rainbow Dash got in because she and Spitfire fucked?
Okay, I would love to say yes, but Spitfire doesn't seem to remember who Rainbow Dash is in this episode.
That was a one-night stand for her.
She does not remember her at all. She doesn't seem to give any indication in this episode that she has... I mean, it's not like they really had a pre-existing relationship, whatever, except that Rainbow Dash did literally save her life one time.
And they met at the gala.
And they met at the Grand Galloping Gala. Well, lots of shit happened that year at the gala, so who knows.
It's been 2 years.
It's been 2 years. Yeah, Spitfire gives no indication that she knows who Rainbow Dash is. For all intents and purposes, this is the first time that she's ever met Spitfire. But that Spitfire's ever met Rainbow Dash for some reason. And Rainbow Dash never brings anything up either, like, oh, I know Spitfire, we've met before. She actually, like, she super reels it in, like, super hard, and, like, she doesn't fangirl at all. It's actually, like, pretty cool. She's got that shit dialed in, like, she's taking this shit seriously.
She locked in.
Yeah, you know, like, season 1, she was, like, squeeing and, like, literally, like, squeeing and stuff. And, like, the idea of, like, being in the same building as the Wonderbolts. She got that shit locked in now. She can fuck. She's here to do a job. This is Spitfire's, like I said, 4th appearance. She'll be in every season, except she has no speaking lines in season 9 for some reason.
They gave up. They gave up at that point.
They gave the fuck up at this point. This is also the first time we see Spitfire's Q mark, because this is the first time we've ever seen Spitfire not in her uniform. It's like a red thing. Actually, I don't remember what it looks like. It's not that cool.
It's a fucking... It's a phoenix.
Yeah, it's like some kind of phoenix sort of thing. Contrary to... Okay, do you remember this? Maybe contrary to, like, somewhat popular belief at the time, Spitfire is the captain of the Wonderbolts. She's not... Soren is not the captain of the Wonderbolts.
Yeah, she is in charge of the Wonderbolts.
I feel like somehow people gave themselves the impression that Soren is the leader of the Wonderbolts. I don't know where you could have fucking gotten that impression from. Ever. But just to be clear, just so we're all clear on the same page, Spitfire is the captain of the Wonderbolts. Soren is gay.
Soren's just here. His one character trait is that he likes pie.
He's not in this episode. He's not on a poster in this episode.
He's not here.
He's not here because he's stupid. He probably just... he's probably just like really handsome, so they just put him on like all the posters and stuff. You know,
he's the recruitment boy.
Yeah, he's the recruit. Oh yeah, he definitely is. He was on the poster. Like, he's definitely like the handsome recruitment guy.
God,
that's why like at the gala it was like Spitfire and Soren. Like, Spitfire's there because she's the leader, and Soren's there to like look pretty. You know.
Yep.
Like he's there for like eye candy.
We get introduced to Lightning Dust, and she's like, "Let me show you how much I fuck, ma'am."
Yeah, ma'am, I be fucking that pussy, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Hoorah!
And Spitfire's like, "Hoorah, bitch! Let me see it."
Throw it back, Private. Hoorah!
Throw it back, Private. Hoorah! Yeah, Rainbow Dash immediately starts eye fucking Lightning Dust the second that she realizes that she's like also not like a loser.
Mm-hmm.
Since everybody else is like not very good. What are these people doing here? Why are they here?
They're here
Does anybody want to be here?
They're here to become Wonderbolts.
Yeah, do any of them want to do that?
Um,
None of them seem like they want to be here.
maybe they didn't
You know?
expect to get yelled at.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe they didn't expect to get. Yeah, they thought this was like a fun, fucking thing. No way, dude.
No way.
No way, dude. Fucking Spitfire just watched Top Gun, and she is gonna fucking yell at you.
They
When those aviators come on, brother, it takes over.
she becomes a different person.
Spitfire does act like a completely different fucking person in this episode than she did like in any other.
Every single episode prior, she's been incredibly chill.
You know, she's like super chill and like totally normal and stuff. And the second those sunglasses come on, she just like instantly becomes a different person. She doesn't turn it off at any point ever.
Nope.
It's super fucking funny. And then I'm pretty sure the next time we see her, she's just normal again. What the fuck?
She becomes a different. She's afraid of the monster she'll become when she puts those sunglasses on.
Maybe normal Spitfire remembers like Rainbow Dash, but then like fucking drill instructor Spitfire like doesn't know her.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like a different person. It's like a different person.
They introduced the vomit induction machine.
The fucking what do they call this?
The Dizatron.
The Dizatron. Yeah. Apparently this thing was 3D animated, which is the first 3D animation in the show.
Oh, I couldn't tell actually.
I didn't know that either until I just read it a few minutes ago. I thought the first 3D animation was the Timberwolves. Apparently this thing beats them out by a couple of weeks. Occasionally the episode switches back to Pinkie Pie like moaning and groaning that she misses Rainbow Dash, and it's been like 16 fucking hours since she left. Like not even. Like it's been like less than a fucking day.
It's been literally less than a day.
Uh-huh. And this whole thing is like a week long. Like it's not even like she's gonna be gone forever. Or like even gone for like a month or anything like that.
It's just a week of training.
It's just a training camp. Yeah. They yeah, so Spitfire again explains like the Wonderbolts are the best, fastest precision flyers in the world. And this is the point of the episode where I stopped and said, what the fuck do the Wonderbolts actually do? And I didn't get an answer.
You know that machine that is made to grab cows and rotate them?
Yes.
That's what the Dizatron reminds me of, but with horses.
That's what it's for. That's what it's originally designed for, is to rotate horses. So she puts them bitches in the Dizatron. What is that?
Yeah, she puts them in.
Puts them in the Dizatron, and she's like, we're gonna fling you into the sun, and you have to recover and then land, like, you know, land your fucking plane after a freeze, like a tailspin. Get
in the device.
Get in the fucking device, yeah. Just so you know, we are gonna torture you in the device. You guys signed the waiver, right? You guys all signed, and they all signed waivers, right? Yeah. Okay.
It's not our fault if you fall off the side of the mountain.
If the Dizatron flings you into the sun and you die, that's on you, brother.
It's on you.
That's on you. She puts them on the Dizatron. She puts Rainbow Dash in the Dizatron. She flings her out. She lands in 6 seconds flat.
Academy record.
That's Academy record. That's a running joke in this episode. That's Academy record. And then Lightning Dust, who just can't stand apparently not to have the biggest dick in the room, gets up in the Dizatron and says, "Hey, why don't you crank that thing up to max, baby?" And Spitfire's like,
all right,
okay, sure.
If you lose your skeleton, it's your fault.
Hey, she signed a waiver, right? Yeah, all right. Can do it, I guess. That's cool.
And
I don't know.
She gets flung and lands like half a second slower than Rainbow Dash.
6.5 seconds, but like it kind of is like better because she was at a higher like velocity.
Yeah, if she was at a lower setting, she would have beaten Dash's record.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And then everybody else sucks because they're like, what are the rest of these people doing here?
The rest of these Pegasi, they don't do this shit for a living.
Yeah. Like, what are they here for? Well, they don't do this shit for a living because they suck at it.
Yeah, you know.
You know?
Listen, they're here because it's every Pegasi's dream to become a Wonderbolt.
I mean, yeah, maybe they're getting they're probably getting paid for it or something. You know, like you get like a stipend for like the week. 'Cause you, like,
A
can't go to work.
military stipend for joining?
Yeah, for like doing the training, yeah. Because you're missing work for a week, right? Like,
Yeah.
You know?
Yes, most of these are weather ponies for Ponyville.
Yeah, most of them are part of the weather team, yeah. I like this scene because, again, I like the idea of like them like training like Perspective Wonderbolts to like be able to recover from like a bad spin out or something like that, so they don't fucking die. I think that's pretty cool. Like, that's a pretty cool like idea for them to like do that kind of stuff. Also, Lightning Dust has a contrail like Rainbow Dash does. I think she's the only other pony that ever gets one of those.
We only ever see like she creates lightning when she flies.
Yeah, she has her own little contrail, which is cool. Cool character, like just cool character trait for her. So,
3 days
at the end
pass.
of that, yeah, it's been a couple days. Spitfire announces like, okay, we're gonna put you into teams tomorrow morning, and one of you is gonna be Tom Cruise, and the other one's gonna be whoever the other guy was. One of you will be the wingman.
Rainbow Dash is so excited to like, all right, ladies, which one to use my partner?
All right, who do I get to put my dick in today? Nope. Assigned bottom. Rainbow Dash and Lightning Dust were assigned as a team, with Lightning Dust as the lead and Rainbow Dash as the number 2. She doesn't storm. She politely enters Spitfire's office, where she is signing autographs. She's autographing.
She's literally
posters.
signing autographs.
Yeah, she's literally doing autographs. She still has the sunglasses on. She's still doing like the voice and everything. Like,
And
she
she's
is
got
not
2
turned it off.
goons.
Yeah, she's got these 2 guys. One of them has a mustache. Do you think all ponies can like grow facial hair? Is it just like some?
I've seen
just some
designs
ponies.
that, you know, I've seen designs
ponies
where
have-
horses have like the chin, like the long chin length.
Yeah, like do ponies have to like? Does that guy choosing not to shave, or like does he just look like that? You know what I mean?
I still
Is he
don't get
born with that
why
shit?
she has 2 goons in her office like a mob boss.
What? She's a military officer, you know. She has 2 dudes who are clearly like Top Gun, like caricature, like type of characters, like flight instructor type of dudes. Got the mustache and everything, yeah. And Rainbow Dash comes in the office and she says, "Bitch, what the hell?"
I'm the best flyer you've ever seen. Yeah.
Because I'm the most special guy in the whole fucking world. When Spitfire's like, well, I thought, you know, my reasoning is that you and Lightning Dust would be the fucking best team ever. Do you not fucking agree with me? And she's like, well, I do,
I do.
but I think I should top. And Spitfire says, no,
No.
no,
You didn't top when we did it, girl.
no. Yeah, well, she says that she tells her Lightning Dust is more ambitious than her. She pushes herself a little a little harder than Rainbow Dash does.
Which is kind
And
of
so that's
true.
why
Rainbow
she-
Dash doesn't try most of the time.
Yeah, she kind of has coached some like natural athleticism, right?
Mm-hmm.
But she's like, Lightning Dust pushed herself harder than you did. But you know, especially with like the
Vomit
the Digitron
machine.
thing. Yeah, the Digitron thing. She's like, she pushed herself harder than you did, and that's why I decided to make her the lead. You know, based on that, because I think that she's like more, you know, assertive than you are, basically. Spitfire is a really terrible captain. She's a very terrible drill sergeant. She's clearly not getting the point here, which is that this is not going to work. That she doesn't seem to... This is funny because it's literally the actual, like, not to keep talking about Top Gun, but this is the opposite of what happens in Top Gun, where Tom Cruise's character is repeatedly admonished for being too aggressive. He flies too aggressively. He shoots too he's too he showboats too much, and he pushes himself too far to the point where it's dangerous to him and others, which is what Lightning Dust does in this episode. But it's like she's like rewarded for that behavior in this episode.
We also what we see, Spitfire does not oversee these tests.
She doesn't fucking watch shit. She's in there jerking off in her fucking office.
She's not watching these tests.
She's probably in there banging fucking recruits while they're fucking making a tornado outside. She didn't see it.
She didn't see it.
Getting some fucking pussy. Yeah, so Rainbow Dash kind of accepts that, right? Though she's clearly not happy about it.
Mm-hmm.
She's not super thrilled to be bottoming, even though Lightning Dust clearly wants to fuck her like so bad.
It's they can't. They're in shared barracks.
Yeah, I mean that probably doesn't stop Rainbow Dash.
It doesn't stop them, but one of their bunkmates like, hey, shut the fuck up. We gotta wake up at 5 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, they clearly both want to fuck, but they both think that they're at the top, and that's like not gonna work, you know. So Rainbow Dash is not super thrilled about this, and then today's exercise is flag hunt or some shit like that.
Grab flags,
Yeah, capture the flag. And it's like, okay, well, the rules of this is that you have to be like tight on your wingman pony the whole time.
This is another fun test to like train yourself to like keep close to another.
Yeah, like fly in formation, like fly in a tight formation, like you have to fly in tight formation, and you're being timed like it's a race or whatever. Which again, like would see to like things that we've seen the Winter Worlds do before, which is like formation flying, like stop flying, like Blue Angels sort of shit, right? The problem here arises is that Lightning Dust is too fucking. Again, she's just being dangerous. Right?
She makes Rainbow Dash hurt her wingy.
Yeah, she pushes like on, it's like she pushes on the speed on like dangerous descents and stuff like that, and even Rainbow Dash is like, hey man, we're not gonna make this. Like
we can't fit through there going this fast.
We're not gonna make this, yeah. And they fly through like a ravine or something. Lightning Dust makes it through, but Rainbow Dash clips her wing, and gets hurt. And that's kind of like, again, it's like, okay, well, like this isn't like what Lightning Dust is doing isn't good. I feel like this episode is kind of supposed to like show you a real like sort of change in Rainbow Dash that sort of happened over time. I feel like season 1 Rainbow Dash Lightning would have had a meltdown by now. Frankly.
Lightning Dust is season 1 Rainbow Dash.
Yeah, but season 1 Rainbow Dash hurt herself all the time. She was always crashing into stuff and breaking her fucking legs and shit like that. That I feel like over time she's sort of learned to dial it down, you know, a little bit. But like Lightning Dust isn't a person who's like learned to dial it back. And like that's kind of the disconnect between the two of them. It also a fun like little like character thing in this bit. So like when they're clearing through the ravine, Lightning Dust does a sort of a trick where she like tucks her wings in and like straightens her body, like
lets gravity take her.
Yeah, she just starts plummeting like hooves down, like hind hooves first, like she's standing up like a person. This is a trick that she did earlier in the episode when she was on the Dizatron. After she corrected herself, she made up for time by just basically plummeting straight down in that same style. And that's what got her like the time that she got. So this is like a trick that she does that Rainbow Dash just doesn't or can't do, or couldn't react fast enough to do it. Like it's something that's like already in her repertoire of like trick moves, but like Rainbow Dash doesn't know how to do that. And that's why she gets through and Rainbow Dash doesn't, because she doesn't like figure out to like tuck her wings or anything like that. So she gets fucking clipped on it. Just a fun like. I feel like it is meant to show you that like Lightning Dash or Lightning what the fuck?
That's the ship name.
Lightning Dash, yeah. That Lightning Dust is like legitimately like a better flyer than Rainbow Dash is. Like in terms of like raw like performance or whatever, but like what makes Rainbow Dash like better overall is that she's like learned to temper herself over time. Where like Lightning Dust is just like straight fucking aggression on it, you know what I mean? Like she's just like going fucking like blow it out at 11 like all the time. Rainbow Dash knows to like dial it back. when it needs to be. Like, she's still competitive. Like, she still wants to win and be the best and everything, but she knows that she doesn't have to, like, blow her ass out, like, every single second. Like, she doesn't have to gas herself, like, every single second of every single thing. Like, she can, like, pace. Like, she learned to pace a little bit better and, like, sort of burst speed and shit like that. Like,
Rainbow Dash can also do a rain movement she can't.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Well, that's not legit. No one else has ever done one, so they don't bring that up in this episode. Did people know that about her?
I mean, probably.
I mean, everybody in Ponyville knows that. Who the hell is Lightning? Where'd she come from?
They don't explain a shit about her.
Yeah, I wish they'd told us where she was from. Does she know who Rainbow Dash is? Or...
Oh yeah, you're
Again, this is sort of situation where it's like, what's up?
It's like, yeah, you're one of them elements, yeah? Yeah.
One of the most famous people in the entire world, yeah. Like, saved the world multiple times. Elements of Harmony. Also, the only person to ever do a Sonic Rainbow twice.
Sorry, I don't know who you are.
No, 3 times. 3 times. She did one at the royal wedding, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't read the news.
I don't know who you are, my bad.
I actually really appreciate that Pony Society just has no concept of, like, nepotism or whatever. Like, Rainbow Dash doesn't get handed things because she's, like, famous or whatever.
No one cares about Rainbow Dash.
Nobody gives a fuck. But, like, I don't think this is probably the intention of the writers or anything like that, but I kind of like it that, like, none of the main 6 are, like, handed opportunities they haven't earned because of, like, who they are.
Their positioning,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, like, Rarity doesn't, like... Rarity can't, like... She kind of did a little bit when she said she knew Celestia, but, like, she does. But, like, Rarity doesn't get, like, an in with Canterlot just because she's the element of fucking generosity. Like, she doesn't get, like, special treatment in Canterlot because she's, like, one of the elements. So, like, Rainbow Dash doesn't get that either. Like, she had to go to Wonderbolt Academy just like everybody else.
The only one who starts getting special treatment is Twilight when she becomes a princess.
Well, because she's fucking God. That's different.
She becomes a deity.
Yeah. And they don't even do that. They don't even start that right away. I mean, season 4... Do you remember how much of a complaint that was in season 4 that nobody treated Twilight any differently? And it's like, that's God you're disrespecting.
That's literally a new member of your pantheon.
There's that Rarity episode in Manhattan where like Twilight can't get a cab or whatever because she's like getting ignored, and it's like, how the fuck could you possibly ignore Jesus Christ? If Jesus Christ was on the streets of Manhattan and was trying to hail your fucking taxi cab, how the fuck are you gonna be like, nah, I ain't trying to fuck with none of that. No sir, you're going to hell.
Twilight will send you to hell herself.
You are going to hell. Yeah, I'm sure that they just basically ignored any potential implications of them being like famous celebrities until later, of them being like famous celebrities, because it kind of would change the entire dynamic of every single episode of the show.
Yeah.
Especially if you're dealing with characters who live outside. Like, nobody in Ponyville gives a fuck because they hate all these people except Applejack.
They love Applejack.
Yeah, well, like, nobody in Ponyville is going to treat, like, Rarity or, like, Pinkie Pie or whatever any differently, because even if they are, like, famous heroes, they're also people that they've known for, like, a very long time, especially, like Rarity. I mean, they've known... People in town have known Rarity since the day she was born, I'm sure. You know? Mm-hmm. Same with Applejack and shit like that. Like, people outside of Ponyville, it's like crazy. Like, why aren't people in Camelot like mobbing them when they get off the train because they're like famous heroes? Nobody really cares. It's just a humble face. They would be impolite, you know. Maybe like nepotism is like extremely looked down upon in Pony Society. Like, the idea of like being awarded something because of your station is like super taboo or whatever the fuck. Like, you have to earn that shit.
In like a weird royalist but somewhat socialist society, I could imagine that maybe.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Except for deities, like they're the exception.
Except for deities, yes.
But I feel like Celestia and Luna have also like proven like who they like, you know, their necessity to the land or whatever.
They literally govern their world.
Nobody's like dissatisfied with Celestia and Luna. Like, they raised the sun and the moon and all kinds of other shit. I mean, like Twilight plays an important role in society. Like, it's not like Celestia and Luna do nothing. Like, they're not like royals who like sit on their ass all day and like don't fucking do anything. Like, they actually legitimately do contribute to the literal turning of the planet.
The turning of the planet, and they govern peace between other nations.
So, the planet doesn't spin on its axis, does it?
No, the My Little Pony world does not spin on its axis. The moon and the sun revolve around the planet manually by telekinesis.
What if Celestia and Luna are lying and they are actually rotating the planet on its axis instead of moving the fucking spot of the moon? They're just rotating the planet instead, and they just like tell people that they're moving the sun and the moon. Fuck.
I mean, we know that's not true, but that'd be funny.
Twilight has something. It's time that you learn the truth.
Twilight, you need to learn a thing about gravity.
We're actually just rotating. It's not even like a gravity. We're actually just rotating the planet and not something. Do you have no idea, Twilight? Do you have any idea how far away the sun is? Of course, I can't move the sun. Are you kidding? That's insane.
Twilight, listen. My telekinesis is really good. I can't reach the sun, so we're just moving the planet instead.
Oh my god. Everything I've ever known is a lie.
That would change their whole worldview.
Yeah, holy shit. Everything I've ever believed in is a fucking lie. That's not true. That's not what happens. The planet just doesn't rotate on its axis, which is insane.
It's funny.
It's probably just stationary in space. It doesn't move. Like, it's not rotating. Not only is it not rotating around its axis, but it's probably not rotating around a celestial body either. So it's just a station. All celestial objects are stationary.
It's
in My Little Pony.
Yes. Every celestial object in their solar system does not move on its own.
Unless acted upon by an outside force, i.e. God.
So gravity only partially exists in the My Little Pony universe, because they can stay on the planet. But
maybe gravity just works fundamentally different for them.
Yes.
Like, gravity has nothing to do with the rotation of the planet and like the core and shit like that. It's just like gravity is just like maybe gravity is just an inherent magic of the land. Because we know the planet itself is like fucking magical, like goddamn Final Fantasy VII style.
Yes.
Like, so maybe gravity is just a part of the Earth's magic, the magic of the planet Earth. Because I mean, like, that's how it works. Or whatever the planet is. They don't actually have a name for it.
We're going deep into My Little Pony lore and how this could work.
We're going deep into the lore in the middle of Wonderbolt Academy.
In the middle of a fucking Wonderbolt Academy episode.
Well, it's gotta have something to talk about. Anyway, so
we get they get to the
hazardous weather thing.
Yeah, they get to the hazardous weather test.
So Spitfire is like, all right, so we're gonna basically we're gonna put you in this obstacle course. We're gonna throw clouds at you. We're gonna try to shock you to death. We're gonna just blow your asses up.
This one isn't timed.
This one's not timed. Yeah, I feel like it should be. Well, I know it's not because like it's a thing like that. But like this is not a fucking race. All you have to do is complete the course. Like, that's it. The course is hard enough as it is. So as long as you're able to complete the course, you will be like considered a pass.
This one will like literally endanger you physically.
Yeah, this shit is like really difficult. So you're paired off again in teams. Your teams of two, as always, and go get them. All right. And again, stay with your wingman. Although that's not necessarily like a super hardcore like stipulation of this one. It's just like it's sort of an expectation at this point. Mm-hmm. Also, Rainbow Dash's wing is fine after like the scene changes.
It's been a few days.
Yeah, she wasn't that. It seemed like she wasn't really that badly damaged or whatever.
It's like spraining. It's like spraining your ankle.
Yeah, I mean, she probably like put some ice on it and took the rest of the day off and. She was probably good. Although fucking Lightning Dust did make her get back in the air after she hurt herself and she said stop being a pussy. She literally said that.
Yeah.
She actually said stop being a pussy and get back in the air. That was crazy.
Yeah. We know that it's been 3 days because during the Pinkie Pie scene, they're like, Pinkie, you've been staying by that mailbox for 3 days.
Oh yeah, they just said that. Yeah, so it's been a couple of days. So they get up there and they're doing the hazardous weather conditions thing, and Lightning Dust is just being a big bitch for some reason.
Lightning Dust says, "I'm going to merge without looking."
Yeah, I'm gonna merge it. Yeah, she gets annoyed because the flyers in front of them are going too slow. And she says that she couldn't get around them. Girl, how? What? It's
Maybe
open sky.
It's
What the fuck are
open
you talking
sky.
about? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. They for some reason they couldn't pass around them.
So she just shoves
and-
her way through.
She gets super annoyed, and again, like Rainbow Dash is trying to get her to chill. She's like, "Hey, it's not a fucking race. Like, we can just do a bunch of cool tricks and like still look super good. Like, we don't have to go fast to look good. Like, you know, fucking like ease off a little bit, you know." Lightning Dust is not fucking having it. She blows through the two in front of them, and then I guess Rainbow Dash just kind of follows her just like out of habit. So they blow through the two, and then they just basically wipe out the entire rest of the cadets. Everybody just totally wipes. Even though Spitfire is watching this, she didn't see that, apparently.
And she's like, "Wow, an Academy record."
Yeah, wow, an Academy record. That's great. I guess because I think the explanation they sort of imply is that like they were inside the clouds when this happened, so Spitfire like could not see it happen. I think you guys just need to keep a better eye on your cadets. Like, I don't think that there should be any point where they're out of your eyesight, honestly. You know, especially in something this dangerous. But anyway, so they all wipe out, and Rainbow Dash and Lightning Dust clear the rest of the course again in record time. If it wasn't timed, why was there a time? If it wasn't a race, then why were you timing it?
You know,
Fuck you.
just to keep the joke going.
Just to keep the joke going, yeah, right. Maybe she was just bullshitting that one. She was like, it's Academy record. Like, there's like her stopwatch is like not actually like on or anything like that. She's just like, wow, sure. I'm gonna just assume that was an Academy record. And then Spitfire's like, but it looks like everybody else sucks, and they all wiped out. So I should probably go up there and make sure they're not dead. And because again, she didn't see that was clearly Lightning Dust's fault. And for some reason, I get why Rainbow Dash would kind of keep her mouth shut about this, because she feels like kind of guilty, or like, I don't know, like she doesn't want to rat out her friend, right?
Mhm.
Necessarily. Why the hell didn't anybody else say anything? Nobody else is willing to.
Maybe
tell
they're
Spitfire that
maybe they're
Lightning Dust is
afraid
like
of
cheating.
they're afraid of Lightning
afraid.
Dust.
Yeah, her strap is probably huge. They've seen it. She was probably swinging that shit around in the barracks day one. Flopping it on the floor like the whole building shook. Like, oh, okay. Yeah, I guess nobody wants to speak out against her, but like, she's not like mean. I mean, she is mean, but like, she's not like mean to them. Like, she's not bullying anybody. She's just like an asshole, right?
She's just a dipshit. Like
She's just-
season
yeah,
one
she's-
Rainbow Dash.
Yeah, this is very season one Rainbow Dash. I mean, she's just an asshole. Like, she's just a big asshole. She's not like Gilda, who was like cruel to people for no reason. She's just an asshole. I really wrote at this point that this is basically like Rainbow Dash looking like in a mirror of her own worst qualities.
Yeah.
Really like say that in the episode, but that's clearly the intention, right? Like, Rainbow Dash is looking at a person, like both a person who she used to be, but also like a person that she still kind of is. Like, she's not totally like ego free. Like, she's not like Rainbow Dash is way less of an asshole than she used to be, but she's definitely still an asshole sometimes. You know,
Because that's just
Like,
part of her personality.
she just kind of is. I mean, it just kind of is who she is. Like, she's just kind of an asshole. But like, Lightning Dust is way worse than her. And like, looking at like Lightning Dust from Rainbow Dash's perspective is very much like, oh god, this is what I used to act like. Like,
Oh man, at least I have some self-reflection.
yeah, like this is the kind of person that I would be like if I didn't like rein my shit in, you know, over the last couple of years. Like, it's not really like necessarily the focus of the episode, but I think like that's like.
And we get to the final test where they're cloud busting, but before that, the
Why
rest
the
of the
fuck do Wonderbolts need to know? Why the fuck are Wonderbolts Why? What?
that
doing?
that is an average job of a weather team.
Most of the people here already do this for
Yes.
a living. So you'd think they'd be good at it.
You would think.
Again, Lightning Dust has just become unhinged at this point because she has gotten away with so much stuff, and nobody has nobody has fucking. Not only has she not gotten like chided for her actions, she's continuously being rewarded for it by Spitfire, who is continuously telling her that she's doing a great job and beating records and all this crap, because Spitfire is genuinely just not fucking paying attention.
You know what
can completely.
You know what can clear the sky of clouds? A tornado.
A tornado. Let's make a fucking tornado. I remember she's like, "Hey man,
Hey.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I don't think that's a good idea, Lightning Dust.
Lightning Dust says, "You're a pussy." She says,
You said the magic words, brah.
All right, I guess I'm not a pussy, so let's fucking do it. So, now to be fair to them, it did work.
The thing is, she realized she couldn't control the tornado after she made it.
Yeah, I mean, it might not have even hurt anybody if the other main six didn't happen to be there at that exact moment.
Oh yeah, the main six decided to show up via weather balloon to give Rainbow Dash a care package.
It's been 4 fucking days.
It's been 4 days.
She is coming back in 3 days. Pinky has lost her mind.
Pinky was gonna have a meltdown, and they did this to appease her.
Yeah, Pinky has lost her fucking mind. Yeah, so the tornado like spits them out basically because they lost control of it.
And it sees them in the weather balloon and beelines towards them.
It magnetizes instantly towards anybody who doesn't have wings. Which just happens to be the rest of the main six. At that exact moment, coming up in weather balloon, it quite predictably blows the shit out of the balloon, and they all start falling to their deaths. And they die.
Rainbow Dash does the good thing that she does is capture, fly and save people who are falling.
Yeah, that's her number one. That's her actual fucking special talent. She grabs a fucking cloud and she uses to bounce them back up in the air. And as I'm saying that out loud, I realize that's not how clouds work. That's actually explicitly in the lore not how clouds work.
Everybody but Fluttershy. Everybody but Fluttershy would have passed through it.
Yeah, they should have just passed right through that. So that's not how that fucking works at all. But whatever. I liked it a lot. I thought it was a cool idea, so I'll let it slide.
I'll let it slide.
I didn't even think about how that doesn't make sense until I was explaining it right now. That doesn't work. That's not how that's supposed to work. They had a whole episode explicitly about how that doesn't work.
It would have saved Fluttershy, not the others.
Maybe Twilight already cast her Walk on Cloud spell on everybody before they got there. Yeah, I'm gonna assume that's it. I'm gonna say that's what happened.
That's what happened.
Twilight already cast her Walk on Cloud because she has that spell, right?
Yeah, because they were expecting to go to the top of the clouds and there will be Wonderbolts there.
Yeah, so Twilight already cast the spell, so that's why it worked. Okay, problem solved.
Problem solved.
I wrote a fucking note here that this is literally 1 inch away from that shit that happened that made Danny Phantom turn evil. It's the same shit that happens, except not really at all.
Where the bomb blew up his school and all his friends?
It wasn't where the bomb in the fucking burger restaurant blew up his family and his friends. If all of them people had died, if all those of the main six plummeted to their deaths, fucking Rainbow Dash would have turned evil.
Rainbow Dash would have turned evil.
Yeah. Because that really also she bounces them back up with the cloud, and then a couple of other flyers catch them on the way up. And then Cloud Chaser catches Fluttershy, and then she gets pissed off with Fluttershy because she's a fucking Pegasus. She catches her in the air, and then she's like, "Wait, what are you doing?
Wait a minute, you can fucking fly."
She drops Fluttershy, and she starts flying, and she makes a fucking face at her. It's really funny. You dipshit, you weren't actually in any danger. Oh yeah. I forgot. Like,
I forgot I could
oh,
fly.
I forgot I was a fucking Pegasus. Sorry. Ah, idiot.
In another world,
Um,
Fluttershy would have been born an Earth Pony, I feel.
well, that is true. She was supposed to be one.
Oh yeah, she was.
What was her name supposed to be? I don't remember.
I
What
would
was
have
she
to.
supposed to be?
I would have to look back at the
Yeah,
concept Bible.
yeah, I can't remember. You guys know this, right? The original idea for the main six was pretty much unchanged, except that Fluttershy was supposed to be an Earth Pony whose name escapes me.
And
I
Pinky
don't know
was
if we ever-
supposed to be Pegasus.
She was supposed to be a Gen 1 character called Surprise.
Yes.
Who was a Pegasus. She looked. You guys have probably seen the concept art. I feel like everybody's seen the original sketch for Surprise.
Mhm.
Surprise looks exactly like Pinkie Pie, except she's like white with
White.
pink mane, I think. She have a yellow mane? It doesn't. I don't remember. But she looked. I think she even still had the same cutie mark as Pinkie, the balloons. Basically, the only thing they did is because they couldn't use Surprise because they didn't have the rights to the character for some reason. They had to change her to the Gen 3 character Pinkie Pie, and then as a result, Fluttershy became Pegasus and became Fluttershy.
I have the pitch Bible here. I'm browsing through it as you speak.
Yeah, let me know if you. I don't think I ever actually knew Fluttershy's. Like, I don't know if she even had one. I don't know what character she was supposed to be.
Let's see. Where's Fluttershy?
I'm also not sure why we couldn't get Surprise because isn't Applejack a Gen 1 character?
Applejack is a Gen 1 character, yes.
But why the fuck couldn't we get Surprise? Is there a Gen 3 Applejack?
I couldn't tell you because I didn't watch Gen 3 beyond the Minty Christmas special.
That's all you really need.
Oh yep, I got the concept art right here. Fluttershy was supposed to be an Earth Pony.
Yep. Okay, there is a Gen 3 character called Applejack. So I think the issue was that Hasbro didn't actually retain the rights to the names and characters of Generation 1 pony characters. And so like even though there is a pony in Gen 1 called Applejack and like who looks like our Applejack, they basically were able to use the name off of the direct copyright of the Generation 3 character who's named Applejack. That's why we couldn't use Surprise and had to use the Generation 3 character Pinkie Pie. And that's why like Rarity and Rainbow Dash are also Gen 3 names. I think Twilight, Sparkle, and Fluttershy are the only like original character names in this season, in this show.
Yes.
I don't think there's ever been another character called Fluttershy, and I know there was never another pony called Twilight Sparkle. But I don't know who Fluttershy was. Oh, Posy, that's right! She was supposed to be Posy! Yeah, she was supposed to be Posy, I think was what her name was supposed to be. I think that is right, yeah. She was supposed to be called Posy. Hi, Lauren's old art. Yeah, she was originally supposed to be an Earth Pony called Posy, who looked exactly the same as she does now, except she didn't have wings. But again, Posy is a Gen 1 character, so they couldn't use her.
Oh well.
Oh well. Well, because, you know, Lauren Faust wanted to base more of it on Gen 1 than she ended up being able to, because Gen 1 was like her childhood. But it was just a rights issue, because the actual woman who created My Little Pony, I believe, owns the copyrights to Generation 1 shit. And then Hasbro owns it, I think. So they can use like anything from like names, locations, and shit like that from like Generation 2, Generation 3. So I'm pretty sure Ponyville is a name that comes from Generation 2 originally, or it was used in Generation 2.
Probably.
I don't know if Ponyville... No, that was Generation 3. I don't know if Ponyville's ever in Gen 1. I've never actually seen anything from Gen 1 at all.
We'll watch a Gen 1 movie one day.
Yeah, the only thing I've ever seen from Gen 1 is the Sea Ponies song.
God, that fucking thing.
Which I really like. Anyway.
Rainbow Dash decides to tear into lightning dust. Hey, you almost fucking killed my friends!
Well, okay, she comes down, and she's like, that shit was fucking awesome. And Rainbow Dash is like, what? People almost died. And she's like, well, they didn't.
They didn't.
And Rainbow Dash just blows up on her. She just goes off on her about this shit. And then do we not psych eval people? I mean, like, Lightning Dust is clearly like not mentally stable. Like she's like an adrenaline junkie. Like she's clearly addicted to like the thrill of it, right? Like this is not a person you want in your formation.
This is not a. This doesn't feel like a good person.
Yeah, she's not following the rules. Like she's not cooperating with others. Again, this is what Top Gun was about.
This is what Top Gun was about.
Lightning Dust is a danger to herself and others. She is. And Rainbow Dash has had enough of that shit, so she goes to Spitfire's office, who clearly just got done getting her dick sucked or something, because she's not paying attention to what the fuck is going on. And Rainbow Dash is like, she's like, aren't you supposed to be outside busting clouds? And she's like, we did it. We finished. And she's like, wow. Hey, that's an Academy record.
Tell me how you did it.
Well, what the fuck do you mean you did it? How'd you do it? She's like, well, we made a fucking tornado. And she's like,
don't say clop gun.
Clop gun, hell yeah, baby.
What's
she said we made a fucking tornado, and she said, well, that's a little excessive, I think. I don't think you really know. Well, I guess that's fine. And she's like, it's not fine. People almost died.
And so like, oh, my bad.
She doesn't give Spitfire a chance to really say anything after this point. She just rails on her about, like, you know, if this is what it means to be a Wonderbolt, it's being reckless and putting people in danger, then I don't want anything to fucking do with this.
I quit.
I fucking quit. She throws her, like, her badge on her desk. And she basically puts the lesson of the episode out there, which is like, there's a difference between, you know, being bold and being confident and being reckless. And if the Wonderbolts stray too far towards being reckless, then I can't sign off on that. I morally, I can't do that. And my principles won't allow me to do it. So she throws the badge down and she storms out of the office. She goes back out to her friends, and they're consoling her a bit because she basically just shit in Spitfire's office, fucking ruined her chances of ever being a Wonderbolt, and doesn't want to be a Wonderbolt anymore. And then Spitfire comes out again. She's still in character here. She's still like the fucking drill instructor character here. She comes out. She says, "Rainbow Dash, how fucking dare you talk to me like that?" She says, "How dare you fucking come into my office and fucking yell at me to my face and not give me a chance to respond to you." And she says, "You're right. The Wonderbolts are about being the best you can be, but that shouldn't come at the cost of, fucking goddamn common sense and the safety of ourselves and others. And as such, I am going to wrap this episode up super fast because we're out of time. I'm gonna rip the fucking pin off of Lightning Dust and give it to you. I don't know what that's supposed to mean."
And Lightning Dust doesn't say anything or do anything.
And then you're not quitting. I'm unquitting you, and you're gonna finish the rest of the thing. And then Rainbow Dash says, "Yes, ma'am." And then she flies off and does a Pinkie Pie joke, and then the episode ends.
And there's supposed to be a resolution.
So I literally wrote this whole fucking thing in my notes about how, like, the episode ends super abruptly. Like, what the hell is any of this? Like, what actually happens here? Like, what's going on? And I complained about how they shouldn't have wasted so much time with Pinkie Pie in this episode. Again, I wrote this stuff before I found out. Let me actually find the fucking
there's a script.
Yeah, December 26, 2012. This was posted by Sophisto on Equestria Daily. Megan McCarthy, who was not the writer of this episode, by the way, tossed up some script, something shooting script, not shooting script, I guess acting script or whatever you want to call it, some shooting script of this episode that got cut. The basic gist, I'm not gonna literally read the dialogue, but the basic gist of this is that there was supposed to be a scene. So I guess after the scene where Lightning Dust gets demoted and and everything like that, there's a scene later where like it's so like Lightning Dust didn't get like kicked out or anything like that, according to this version of the script. And she has been demoted to Wing Pony. And Rainbow Dash is like, "Are you sure that you're like, are we chill? Like, are you good with this?" And Lightning Dust basically says, you know, like, "I was wrong. I was out of control."
It's the redemption of her character.
Yeah, like I think that you should be a better leader than I am. I think I was out of control. You know, basically she apologizes, right? That's kind of weird because she definitely had a point in the episode earlier where she didn't give a fuck. I feel like this like the last like couple minutes of this episode is such a mess. Like, if she was going to regret her actions, why didn't she regret them after she saw that they almost got several people killed? Why did she watch that happen? Not assist in any way, by the way, in trying to save these ponies. And then be like, "I don't give a shit that those people almost died."
Maybe that's why they cut the ending, because it didn't match her earlier actions.
Yeah, but they probably should have cut that part out instead.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is also there's another scene at the very end where Rainbow Dash comes back home and she tells them that she basically graduated Top Gun as Top Gun.
She's the Top Gun.
She graduated best in class, and explains to the rest of them that like she isn't. It basically explains what this all was for, which is that she was not given a spot on the Wonderbolts, but they will be watching your career with great interest.
Which is what they've said the past 3 times.
Yeah, like how many more times does Rainbow Dash have to prove herself before she's allowed to actually like be a Wonderbolt?
Wait till the season 5 episode.
Well, I mean, I say that, but like that literally does happen. It's actually one of the things in the show that actually does happen, which is cool.
Yes.
So I feel like that's ultimately like fine or whatever. But like, how do you even become a Wonderbolt? Like, what's the actual process? Like, who actually makes that decision? How's the decision made? It doesn't really matter. Maybe we'll find out later. As it stands, though, Lightning Dust is, I'm going to assume, based on my understanding of the season 8 episode, is that Lightning Dust was kicked out of the academy after this.
Yes, she was kicked out, and she forms her own knockoff brand of Wonderbolts.
Right. So she never graduated the academy. She never became a Wonderbolt. She probably got blacklisted, I guess, by the Wonderbolts. And 5 whole entire years later, she comes back with a grudge against Rainbow Dash.
In the comics, she literally joins super villains like Sombra and Chrysalis and taking over the Crystal Empire.
Fucking awesome. So she just completely goes off the rails here after this episode.
Because she holds a grudge against Rainbow Dash.
They kick her out of the Wonderbolts Academy and she just literally becomes a fucking terrorist. Like a fucking terrorist mercenary, I guess.
Yes.
Could have been explained a little bit better. Other than that, great episode.
Could have been.
Great episode, other than that. I thought it was a really great episode.
This was a fine episode. I liked it.
That was nice. I thought it was pretty good. I thought Rainbow Dash was a pretty good, likable character in this. I feel like they could have done more with the whole thing, but again, I think that the Pinkie Pie stuff legitimately just wasted minutes of this episode that did not need to happen. I feel like we could have gotten more out of Rainbow Dash and more out of this story. I felt like the story was super strong enough to hold its own as it is. I don't think we needed a fucking sidebar for some comedy scenes every so often. I feel like some of the stuff was funny enough as it is. The Dizatron stuff was kind of funny.
I feel like this is where it begins, where Pinkie is the dedicated what's the word?
Comic relief character.
Comic relief, thank you.
No.
To the detriment of the episode where it's all she does.
Yep. And to the detriment of everybody involved, especially herself.
especially herself. Like, Pinky no longer, well, she never had one to begin with. She never has a character arc in the show compared to the others.
Nope.
And now it's just, she is relegated to comic relief character. I mean, sometimes she's very funny. They do great gags with her.
Yeah.
But
The closest thing Pinky ever gets to her character arc is like a couple episodes where she sort of learns to stop being so fucking annoying. Like the Smile episode and stuff like that, or like Too Many Pinkie Pies.
yeah, yeah.
Like she learns like sometimes she learns individual little things, but she doesn't ever really have like much of a character change. And then she just sort of starts regressing later on. I mean, everybody does.
Everybody
To a
does.
certain extent.
It's called
'Cause-
Flanderization. The Simpsons coined it.
Yeah, well, when you're 6 to 8 seasons deep in a show like this, you're gonna get there. I think Pinky does have some good episodes later on. Like, I think that all this stuff with like the yak stuff is really good for her. I think she has like a really good outing in like those.
Yeah, where she becomes a fucking diplomat for the Yaks.
Yeah, it's awesome. I think those are really strong episodes in those seasons. But like sometimes especially like season 4 and season 5, when Pinky's in somebody else's episode, sometimes she's just comic relief to the point where it makes her seem like really disconnected from fucking reality, or just like really like almost just like really mean sometimes almost. Does not care.
Her
About,
past
like-
lessons have not affected her. Where she's like, yeah, I know I can be a little much. I've learned to tone it down, and then the writers just forget that.
Yeah, like I can't remember. There's like a specific example. I'm sure we'll get to it when we get to the episode, whichever one it is. Like there's some with like Pinky is just like doing bullshit, and it just comes across in that episode as just her being just like completely uncaring about like it's probably like Fluttershy or something, but like whoever's like episode it was, just like totally like uncaring about like the struggle that character's going through. She just doesn't give a fuck because she's just like doing bits, and it's like that's crazy because Pinkie Pie is like
She's wacky.
like she's like the friendship girl. Like that's her whole thing. Like she's friends with everybody. That's literally her whole like reason for being alive.
Her literal job is just to make people happy, and that's her cutie mark talent.
Yeah. Hey, is Cheese Sandwich next season?
Yes, unfortunately.
Oh, fucking boy.
I hate Weird Al's Pony Stona.
Well, I mean, I liked that episode before that other stuff happened.
You know.
That's not,
Hey,
that's not Weird Al's fault.
Hey, we'll talk about
maybe it is. I don't know.
we'll talk about Compet when we get to that.
Nope. We're just gonna ignore all that shit.
We're just gonna ignore it.
When we get to the last episode of the show, we're not gonna have anything to talk about.
We're just gonna sit in silence as we watch it, and then
Yeah, we're just gonna live stream us watching the last episode of the show, and we just don't fucking say anything the whole time.
if we end the stream.
Yeah, we watch 22 minutes of the last episode of My Little Pony, and then just like end the stream and just like don't fucking talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. This episode's good. I like this episode.
Me too.
Just like glancing at the receptions, pretty much everybody agreed with that. There's some stuff from Jen Blue here, but she actually pretty much said everything that I said in a relatively normal manner, even.
Oh wow,
So
rare
that's
for her.
cool. Yeah, right. The only thing that she mentioned that I don't, or that you kind of mentioned it earlier, is that like the major difference between Rainbow Dash and Lightning Dust is that Rainbow Dash is a lazy fucking person a lot of the time.
Yes, she is. That's actually part of her character trait.
Yeah, she's a very lazy, complacent sort of person. I mean, she like when she like dials it in, she dials it in, right? But a lot of the time she's just not dialed in. Like Lightning Dust is like always dialed in. That's like the big difference between the two of them. She's like, I don't think that complacency and that sort of laziness like matters a whole lot in this episode specifically because Rainbow Dash is super dialed in the whole time today. Like There's no part in this episode where she's like acting lazy.
She's actually
she doesn't,
taking
like-
this seriously.
Yeah, like she doesn't want to like do like dangerous stuff because she's lazy. She doesn't want to do dangerous stuff because she knows that's dangerous. But that is that is a part of her character traits, that she's a pretty lazy person sometimes. I feel like she's also gotten better about that like over time, but that is like that's a character trait that Light and Dust just simply does not fucking have.
Good job, Jim Blue. You actually made a decent review.
That's like the second, maybe third time that she's done that. That is, she says something that I completely agree with, and like in a non-insane way, which doesn't start talking about 9/11 or some shit like that. I mean, maybe she does start talking about 9/11. I didn't actually read the source. I just read like the Wikipedia summary of what she said. So maybe she does start talking about 9/11 again. Who fucking knows?
Season 3, Episode 8, Apple Family Reunion.
Apple Family Reunion. This episode was written by Cindy Moreau. This is her 10th episode. The next one will be her last. Not the next episode we watch. I mean, the next episode she writes will be her last episode of the show. I don't remember what episode that is. This episode originally aired on December the 22nd, 2012. I have a couple of production notes about this episode. This episode, along with a few others, got shuffled in the order between their production order and their airing order. Production-wise, this episode was listed internally as Season 3, Episode 9, which would be the following episode. But it ended up airing as the 8th episode of the season. In a very similar manner to that, the next episode that airs, Spike at Your Service, is internally listed as Season 3, Episode 10, but aired as Episode 9. The episode that was supposed to, or like in the production order to air as Episode 8, I believe was, hold on, I have to remember the title, Just for Sidekicks, which in actuality is Season 3, Episode 11, but was originally slated to be Episode 8 in the production order. Why this was changed, nobody fucking knows. It's just been confirmed by like several people in the production staff that it was changed around. But none of them had a really good explanation for that other than just like, yeah, it just happens sometimes. Which, I mean, that probably is just it. It just, yeah, these things happen. If I had to guess, I would probably say that they didn't want to do 3 weeks in a row of a Spike episode, an Applejack episode, and then a Spike and Applejack episode.
Yeah, I can see that.
Even though the one that they switched around just means that we get an Applejack episode and then an Applejack and Spike episode.
Which is weird because they've done back-to-back character episodes before.
Yeah, so I don't know. I have no idea why the episodes changed order like that. Tubi, by the way, still has them presented in the original production order, which means that I almost started watching Just for Sidekicks.
Oh no!
Well, I caught myself, like I caught it this time, so I didn't actually watch the episode, because I was like that's the episode that started playing. I'm like, this is not fucking Apple Family Reunion. Fuck. So the Tubi ordering is like the order that we are watching the episodes into the episode, the order that they aired on television. Tubi has them in production order episodes or something, or like production order. Which I think they did with like 2 episodes of season 2 that switched around, like terms of like production and airing. So this time it was 3, so that's weird. One other production note, according to Cindy Moreau, who was the writer for this episode, in a Bronies for Good Charity live stream that took place in 2012, actually the same day this episode was broadcast, she did some interviews. This was through Equestria, or Everfree Radio did this, but she talked a bit, answered some questions about some episodes. According to her, the original version of the script was going to use Timberwolves instead of bats in the ending of the episode.
Oh, that would have been bad.
The middle of the episode or whatever. But they switched it out. She didn't really say why. Probably because the bats thing was a better idea. Because I think it looked like it was like a better idea.
And the next episode would involve Timberwolves.
Yeah, so presumably they decided to. I would have to assume that they decided to use Timberwolves instead for Spike at Your Service, and then we're like, well,
I want
probably don't have the budget to do this twice, so let's just.
I want to imagine because they were the production team were so excited with their new assets to use.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, we got these cool 3D assets. These probably expensive as hell. We're gonna use them one time. Also, as a personal note, I forgot what this episode was. I thought this was Pinky Apple Pie, the season 4 episode.
Okay, that's not.
That's the other Apple Family episode. Pinky Pie. This
Uh,
one doesn't have Pinky Pie.
We begin with Applejack and Granny Apple in the attic looking for memories, and Applejack says something very cute. She says Gesundhoof.
Oh, she does, yeah. Oof.
Instead of
Funny.
Gesundheit, she says Gesundhoof. And
German?
we see from other like members of the Apple family, and we also learn later that the Apple family are like Germanic in like their ancestry.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. They're German ish.
So Applejack might know horse German.
Probably just a little bit.
Probably just a little bit, just to speak with the really old members of her family.
Just a little conversational, yeah. It's been 100 moons since the last Apple family reunion. What does that mean?
Oh, it's a full moon cycle, which I looked it up. It's about 8 years between family reunions.
Okay. I remember people getting really confused about this when the episode came out. People were like, what the hell does that mean? Why can't you just say it in years, you motherfucker? It's been about 8. We do it every 100 moons. What? Why? Well, just fuck you. That's why.
Fuck you. It's way like how old it's how farmers usually gauge things.
Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah, I guess.
So it makes sense. So, like they gauge things by moons instead of years.
Yeah.
It's how the farmer's almanac like predicts shit.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's been 100 moons since the last Apple family reunion, which means it's time for another one. Every 100 moons we do this. Everybody's coming. Every pony is gonna be there. Every pony is gonna, like, every fucking single apple from across Equestria is gonna be here, including Babseed.
Including Babseed.
We just saw her not too long ago, so that's nice. And this will be, I guess, Apple Bloom's first one. They don't actually ever say that out loud for some reason, but
they don't say it, but it's like if they do this every 8 years.
I would have to assume that Apple Bloom wasn't born yet for the last one.
Apple Bloom either wasn't born, she was incredibly baby.
Yeah, maybe like super baby. I want to say, just for the sake of everybody not being miserable, that it was before she was born, because it was after she was born, then her parents might have been dead by then.
And that would have been a real bummer of a family gathering.
A real fucking bummer. This episode does not mention her parents at all, by the way. They really just don't want to talk about it.
It's a bad secret of the Apple family. They don't talk about it.
I mean, it literally takes the show, 7 seasons to broach the topic?
Yes. And even then, they
don't really ever broach the topic of them being dead.
They just show where they're buried.
Yeah, like, the episode isn't even about that. It's just about, like, how they met, which is a good episode. I mean, we'll get there. But it takes them so long in the show to broach that topic, and then they do it one time and then never bring it up again. I recall that, like, I should have wrote this down. I think Lauren Faust, I don't know if she was saying that, like, they were told this specifically, or she just assumed that Hasbro wouldn't let them do it. Let me look this up, because I looked up this up very brief. Their names were Bright Macintosh and Pear Butter. That's fucking crazy. That is fucking crazy. In December 2011, Lauren Faust mentioned that the whereabouts of Applejack's parents had not been planned. What the fuck do you mean? And that the show was unlikely to mention that they passed away. Lauren Faust stated that while she wanted it to be the case, she, quote, didn't think they would allow it.
That's the thing. It's hard
did you ever ask?
It's hard for a children's show to broach on the topic of like, you know, dead relatives.
Yeah, it looks like they had a couple of other ideas that never made it to paper. Um, or like one or two other ideas that made it to paper, never made it to paper before they actually got to the episode where like they actually like show their fucking parents or whatever.
Mhm.
But none of that shit ever made it to paper. Like, but yeah, obviously the worst kept secret, or just the least talked about secret in the show is that Applejack's parents are dead. I mean, it's pretty obvious from like the episode fucking, I don't know, whatever the first episode Apple Bloom was introduced in.
Where it's up
she's
to
clearly,
the
like,
older
being-
family member to take care of them.
Yeah, where she's clearly being raised by like her grandmother and her sister. Like, okay, so her parents aren't around because they're dead.
Because they're fucking dead.
Yeah. Anyway, it's time for the Apple family reunion. This year, Applejack is going to be in charge because Granny Smith
Is a little
so
old.
So old. She's been to every family reunion ever. She's so old. She's hundreds of years old. I mean, she's literally older than the town of Ponyville.
Yeah,
Like,
she is. She is older than Ponyville.
She is literally older than Ponyville. Like, that's canonical. That's fact. And she says that they've had they've done a family reunion every single year since the Apple family put down roots in Ponyville, which I guess gives me the implication that the Granny Smith family is like the main family, if you know what I
Yes,
mean. Like,
the Smith family is where the rest of the apples come off from. Granny
Yeah,
and
like-
her siblings are the cause of every other apple.
yeah, like they are. The Smith family is the matriarch. Or I guess Granny's like the matriarch of the Apple clan. Or
Like
whatever.
we're introduced to her sister Auntie Rosebud,
Her cousin.
her cousin.
Her cousin, yeah, her favorite cousin. And like her aunt who's older than her. Who I assume is probably also a Smith, or was a Smith, or whatever.
I
the
would
hell.
assume so.
That doesn't really matter. I'm sure they didn't think that hard about it, but it does certainly give the implication that the Apple family like started in Ponyville. I mean, they started wherever they came from, but I guess that may not be necessarily true. I mean, maybe Granny Smith's, like the Smiths, like migrated away from wherever the Apples.
Yeah, Horse,
like,
Germany.
The Apple family, yeah, Horse, wherever they are ancestrally from. They migrated to Ponyville, or they settled Ponyville, and then they just became like sort of the center of the apples, or whatever. I don't know. Who knows? That's the implication that I got. Granny Smith goes through some of the photo albums that she had. We just see a little baby Applejack,
That was really cute.
little baby Applejack, eating some apple fritters. I wish they'd shown us like a younger Big Mac. That would have been fun.
I would have loved to have seen Baby Big Mac.
I would have loved if he just like was like smaller, but he still had a big ass head. He had his just big ass horse head, like just big ass fucking huge head.
He didn't grow into his head yet.
Yeah, like he just was born with a big ass head. Yeah. Oh yeah. So when they're doing this in this scene, everybody knows this probably, right? But Granny Smith has a line about how like, well, this year, for this reunion, everybody's gonna be there, and who knows who's gonna be able to make it to the next one, because how these things are, and
Applejack
she's
just starts
small.
overthinking it.
Well, yeah. Well, when she says that, Applejack is looking. She's already overthinking it because she's been put in charge of this for the first time. Applejack is looking up at the sky out the door of the open door, and two shooting stars fly by as they're talking. Those are indeed referencing Applejack's parents.
The souls
The
of her
storyboard
parents.
Yes, the storyboard artist did say, like, literally, explicitly that is supposed to be like representative of her dead parents. She did say that. She said that on Twitter. But I think everybody knows that one. And I think that's also kind of what gets in Applejack's head a little bit this time, because, Granny's like, who knows who's. She doesn't mean it like that, I don't think she. Well, maybe she did a little bit because a lot of them are getting older. But Granny basically says, who knows who's going to be able to make it to the next one, either because people are busy or whatever, or because some of them are old and maybe they'll be dead in the next 8 years. But that clearly gets to Applejack a little bit. I think. I don't think Granny meant it like that, right? But she clearly was thinking about that her parents aren't going to be there because they're dead.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that kind of really gets in her head about this whole thing. They don't say that out loud, obviously, because they can't or they won't. But I think that definitely is part of why Applejack gets kind of neurotic about this whole thing, is because she's well, what if something happens to, what if Granny's not around for the next one, or what if so-and-so or whoever the fuck is not around, for the next one, because they're getting old and shit. I think that kind of is why Applejack is a little. I mean, she's pretty fucking neurotic in this episode, actually.
Listen, everyone needs a horse anxiety episode, and this is Applejack's turn.
Yeah, Applejack gets her turn on the anxiety stick, but this is kind of a first for her. I mean, she usually doesn't get this bent out of. She's not freaking out or anything, but she's clearly she covers it really well. She's got a great she's really good public face about it, but she's clearly really bent out of shape about this whole thing.
She wants everyone to have the best family reunion they could ever have.
Yeah, it's super unusual for her to get so in her own head or whatever about this kind of stuff. We haven't seen Applejack act like this since Applebuck season
Yep,
1.
pretty
She's
much.
just getting really fucking stubborn about something, but it's not exactly as bad as that. But it's kind of the same sort of feeling with her. She really wants this to go well. I mean, it's her first year basically being, the one to be in charge of the whole goddamn family. It's her first time doing this, and they kept saying, everybody's going to be there. This might be the last time that everybody can make it out to one of these things, and this one has to be really special. So it just really kind of eats at her, and it's a very subtle sort of way. I like it. You as the audience can tell that Applejack is tweaking, but she's not tweaking she's not flipping out Twilight style. She's basically acting normal, but you can tell that she's strained mentally or whatever. Good stuff in this episode.
We get the only glimpse of the rest of the main six helping her prepare for the event. They don't have speaking. Only Pinky has speaking lines.
Yeah, Pinky's really. She uses Spike like a lighter, which is pretty funny.
She uses Spike as a fucking lighter. That was a great gag.
This is Spike's best scene. That shit was awesome. So they set up. Everything goes really well. For once.
The rest of the apples show up, in droves.
Apples show up in carts and zeppelins and shit. There's a bunch of blank kids that don't get acknowledged. You think Apple Bloom would care about that, right?
You think Apple Bloom would care about meeting her other cousins that are blank flanks?
Fuck them other cousins. I don't give a shit about none of them.
They don't talk to me. I got Babs right here.
Where's Babs Seed? Where's my bitch Babs Seed?
Babs talks more New Yorker here than any other way she's been.
Ooh, yeah, she's really laying the accent this time. It was crazy. Hey, forget about it.
Forget about it. You think I forget my favorite cousin?
I'm fucking walking over here. The whole time. It's fucking awesome. She was not doing the accent this fucking hard in the fucking last episode she was in. Not even close. Not even a little bit. She was. Maybe she was do you think she was kind of suppressing her accent? This is not true at all, by the way. Do you think she was suppressing her accent last time because she was nervous?
I mean, that happens.
It?
People hide their accents when they're around new people sometimes.
Yeah. That definitely wasn't the intention at all, but I'm gonna pretend that it was.
Mm-hmm.
She was hiding her accent because she was scared about meeting new people, and then she kind of had to roll with that the whole time that she was there.
Hey, I'm walking here.
And by the time that she came back, because it's been a couple of months, I guess, she probably totally forgot she ever did that. So she just let the fucking accent. Hey, I'm fucking walking over here. The whole fucking time, like, so awesome. I like seeing Babs. So such great. She's really funny in this episode.
And it's her last appearance ever.
Yep, sure is. I mean, is this our last time with speaking lines? Like, legitimately?
This is her last time with speaking lines.
Fucking hate this goddamn show. Great. That's awesome. Well, anyway.
Anyway, Applejack decides to put the kids through a training camp.
She decides to just fucking put them in the... Oh, Brayburn is here, by the way.
Yeah, Brayburn's here. He doesn't speak either.
Yeah, he lost his rights to speak because the last episode he was in sucked really bad, so we've taken away his speech.
Before he says anything racist about Buffalo.
I swear to God, this might be the last time Brayburn ever shows up.
I think he shows up in, like, again, later seasons, like 7 or 8.
It was nice to see him. I mean, I like his design. You know? Yeah, Applejack, this is immediately where you start to realize, like, something's wrong here. Like, Applejack's like, alright. So, like, Babs in Apple Bloomer, like, you know, trying to catch up. It's been a while since they've seen each other.
We just want to hang out.
Yeah, I just want to hang out. Apple's like, now cut that shit out. Now, y'all need to run this fucking 5-mile goddamn course and then do all this other bullshit because I said so. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. She's like, yes, you do. Do it.
All right,
do.
Go do it. Run 5 miles.
Go fucking do it. Yeah. And then there's just a series of scenes of Applejack just overdoing it.
Like, it's a bunch of gags just of her, like, forcing the other apples to do things the way she wants them to.
Or, like, just forcing them to just, like, do it really hardcore. Like, making fritters and sewing the blanket or the quilt. Just like that. She's like, well, y'all aren't fucking producing enough. She's fucking running them like goddamn slave labor. Like, it's crazy.
We need
them in the fucking mines.
We need enough fritters for the whole family.
Yeah. She's got them in the fucking fritter mines. Like, it's crazy. And then, well,
we get to.
She's like, well, let me take a commemorative photo of how much my family is enjoying this shit. And then she takes the camera out. She looks around, and everybody's miserable. And she's like, huh.
You know what solved this? The family hayride.
She's like, well, if I stop to think about that, I'm gonna kill myself. So we're just gonna keep going. We're just gonna keep fucking going on this. Yeah, everybody getting the fucking hayride. She's like, well, you guys know how usually we do this, and it's kind of just like a really relaxing sort of chill sort of thing. We ain't doing that shit no more.
We ain't doing that shit.
Right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna kick this shit up to Mach fuck.
Mach fuck.
For no fucking reason. I like the idea here a lot, right? So she fucking, like, has them... She, like, leads the thing into the... I guess they have a part of the orchard that they abandoned, which is weird.
Yeah, because for a later episode, they abandoned it because there's too many bats in the area.
Well, I wonder if they did also never tried to reclaim it just because they don't have the horsepower to, like... I mean, they're 2 full-grown adults down, right?
Yeah, just to do pest control on entire acres of land.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're 3 adults down because both of Applejack's parents and Granny Smith can't Applebuck anymore because she's too old. So it's just Applejack and Big Mac, right? Like, they don't have the manpower, horsepower to probably tend the entire acre, like the entire orchard. So they probably just had to let some of it go.
Yep.
Like, they don't have the time of the day or the ability between just the 2 of them to, like, first of all, like, clear all that shit out and, like, make it, like, you know, make those
they would
shit, like,
they would need to do pest control, and then they would need to till the whole acre.
Yeah, I totally like. Even if they could do all that, but like, even if they could do all of that, they would still have to then buck another goddamn who knows how many acres of trees.
Yep.
Um, like it's probably just not. I mean, it seems like in season 1 it was a struggle for. I mean, what in Applebuck season, like if one of them goes down, they just can't do it.
Yep.
Like, Big Mac went down with a fucking injury, and Applejack almost killed herself trying to make up the deficit. Like, the two of them are probably doing as much as they can possibly do, like literally. So they just can't like. There's just no other. There just isn't, you know. Like, there's no way they can do it. I don't know why they don't like hire some help or like. I guess they don't really need to. I mean, it seems like they're able to meet the supply, like the demand for supply, like quite fine.
They only supply apples for the Ponyville, and they only supply Zap apples for Filthy Rich.
Yeah, so I guess just not really a problem. You know, like they seem to be fine, except for a couple of times in like season 1 where they made like implications that the apples like are like poor. On
Twilight, we need money. Not my problem.
Well, we gotta fix up the barn, and Granny's hip is going and shit like that, like from like fucking the Gala episode.
Yeah.
That stuff they just kind of stopped doing that after like season 1.
Applejack stirs up the fruit bats, and they Happy Pride, every pony.
Happy Pride, every pony. You know what that means? Twilight, it's Pride. You know what that means?
What, you want me to cast gay spells?
Cast gay spells, Pinky? Yeah. Spike comes down the fucking stairs. Hey, Twilight, it's Pride. You know what that means? And he just like walks out. He's like, huh?
Huh? What do you mean?
Who the fuck told you that? What? Who the fuck taught Spike that?
Who told Spike about Pride?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. I
Bats.
don't think Twilight ever attended any Pride events when she was in Canterlot.
Oh no, definitely not. She probably regrets that she didn't.
Oh,
Her
absolutely.
First Pride was definitely in Ponyville,
Yep.
like 2 years ago. She went Pinky.
Twilight learned what Pride was through Pinkie Pie.
Like fuck the mayor or something. You know what that means, Twilight? What?
You know what that means, Twilight?
What? He just like walks out the building, like closes the door behind him, and just like doesn't come back. Like, what the fuck did Spike mean by that?
What does Spike mean by that?
Yeah, Applejack lets loose a swarm of fruit bats, which is really cute. They look like fruits. That's
They're all
why
bats made of fruit.
That's really awesome. And everything's going great until the fruit bats notice that one of the older apples has apples in her hat, and then they just viciously mob and kill all of them.
And the resulting attack causes the bats to destroy their barn.
Well, like it like veers the cart off course, and the cart crashes into the barn.
Yes.
And then the barn. You know, I have a question.
Yeah.
What the fuck is their barn like for? Like,
Uh,
what are they doing there?
It's
Are there
probably
cows
for
still?
it's probably for storing manure for the fields and hay, I guess.
Hey, it's for horses.
Hay is for horses.
Yeah, I guess just tools and stuff. Yeah, and they're like, it's not like cows down there.
They
There's gotta be like the 5th time this fucking barn has fallen down.
it falls down all the time.
And Applejack, she's upset. She's
Granny, I fucked up.
I fucked up. And Granny says, well, yeah, I mean, you
Yeah,
did.
you did.
I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, you fucking did. You fucked it up pretty bad. That's awesome. Granny's like, yeah, I mean, you did. Yeah, you did, for sure. Fucking, and she's like, well,
Granny?
I can't, now I've fucked it up forever and it can't be fixed. That's how you can tell how distraught Applejack is, because usually she's not the kind of person to say shit like that. Usually she would be the one coming up with a solution for something like this. Like if it was like Apple Bloom or whatever. but she can't. Like she's just blown up, right? And Granny Smith was like, "Well, fucking, everyone's still here, you know. I mean, nobody hates you. You know, we can still salvage this or whatever." And she's like, "Oh my god, you're right, Granny.
You're right, Granny. We're gonna do the best song of season 3.
That's fucking right. She said we can do the family picture, except we're supposed to take the family picture in front of the barn. We can't do it because the fucking barn blew up. Fuck." And she says, "Okay, I got an idea." And so I need it. She said, I got one more activity for everyone." And Granny Smith goes, "Are you fucking serious?"
We
Hold on. Hear me out. Hear me out on this.
We get a Raise This Barn as the song, and before we like go into it, I want to show you who's in the family picture. Like, look over to the right.
What, like the end of the song, you mean?
No, beginning of the song.
Yeah, I wrote this shit too. What the fuck are these people doing here?
Why is Bon Bon part of the Apple family?
Cloud Chaser is in this scene. There are multiple Pegasus in this scene. What the fuck are these people doing here?
Okay. What we can justify it is that maybe some of the Pegasi are dating some of the Apple relatives.
Absolutely fucking not. Why is Carrot Top in like front and center?
She's not an apple, she's a carrot.
Get that fucking traitor out of here. I don't know. I have no. This is such a weird animation error because like these characters aren't in like the rest of the song or whatever. So like they're just in this one shot, and then like they aren't anymore. It's super weird. Somebody made a fucking stupid production error. Also, there are several adult ponies. You can see them front and center who don't have cutie marks. Why?
Yes.
Who the fuck are they? Also, weird Scarecrow Octavia with a violin.
Yeah, it's Scarecrow Octavia.
That character doesn't even have a name. I couldn't even find anything for it. It's the craziest thing for me to like the animation era to have like, why are there Pegasi?
Where every single Apple family member we've seen has been an Earth pony.
There are no. Super weird. They just I'm just like making up excuses, right?
Yeah.
Those couple of ponies just happened to be around the area. They heard a big crash. They came to investigate. They started playing music, and then they started doing the barn raising. And then Applejack was like, "Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Fuck are you people? Get out of,
wait a minute. Bon Bon, you ain't part of the family. Get out of here.
Get off of my fucking property." So she says, are you guys here to help us raise the fuck? Are you guys here to help us do a barn raising? And they're like, "Oh fuck no.
Oh no,
absolutely not.
We just heard the music."
Yeah, get out. Get off my property. Get the fuck out of here.
This song is catchy. I love this song.
This is awesome. Ashley Ball fucking kills it as always. She is great in this song. Really awesome. Just a simple, catchy little song. All you can really ask for with something like this.
Hey, why was there like a huge ass shot in the middle of the song?
That was crazy. Yeah, why was she throwing that shit back?
Just like in the middle of the song, directly into the camera.
That was fucking crazy. Yeah. At the very end of the song, they take the family photograph, and if you look in the top left corner, you can see one of them is blinking, which I think is really fucking funny.
Oh, that's funny.
I don't know if that's. I want to assume that was a like purposeful thing. It's like a joke, like from the animation team.
Probably.
With this show, who could say that might have been a legitimate error? You know, who can tell? But you see them in the two in this and the. Are those? Oh, those are the oranges.
Those are the oranges. Yes, those are her. Those are her orange cousins from aunt and uncle from Manhattan.
Right. They're both mid-blink.
And we see like the German grandpa to the far left, which people presume is like Granny Smith's ex or like one of her brother or something.
Yeah, maybe it's her brother or something. I don't know. Maybe they just, yeah, I have no idea. They never, I mean, they never talk about Applejack's parents, but they never talk about Granny Smith's presumed husband or any such things.
Yeah, because that's is either her brother or her ex. I don't know.
Who knows? I mean, who can say? They didn't know.
He just showed up one day.
I mean, the writers don't fucking know.
Yeah, the writers
They
don't fucking know.
They don't know fucking shit. They don't know shit. Yeah.
It's also funny that some of the other background apples just aren't in the family photo.
Yeah, they just picked a couple of them, right? Like, I feel like they could have been more consistent about this shit, but whatever.
Who
I like
cares?
that Applejack is like. I like that Applejack is like laying down on the ground. I like that. She's just kind of like, whoop. Let me get in there real quick.
You got anything else to say about this episode?
Yeah, Applejack learns a good lesson this episode that what you do is not really as important as who you do it with, or more to say that when you're spending time with your loved ones, it doesn't really matter what you're doing as long as you're enjoying your time with your loved ones.
I would like to point out this is the first letter to Celestia all season.
Yep, all season, the whole fucking season,
and the only letter this whole season.
Yep, that's funny. And it's also the first time Applejack's ever learned anything.
Dear Princess Celestia, all right. I think I learned something this time.
All right, you got me on this one. You got me on this one, sister. I learned something on this. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride, Princess.
Fucking Luna and Celestia are fucking like switching ships. Celestia goes, sister, it's Pride Month. You know what that means. And she just keeps walking. Luna's like, what?
What do you want me to do? Make the moon gay?
Raise the gay moon? What the fuck? What? What is pride? What?
She doesn't know.
She doesn't know. She wasn't around for that.
Oh, it's been about 2 hours. Do you want to take a small break?
Yeah, let's take a short little break. Yeah, and we'll come back and finish the. Well, this episode probably won't take us very long.
Okay, I'll be right back, y'all. 5 minutes.
Sure. 5 minutes.
I'm back. Remember saying pointing out that pride and question implies into homophobia. Maybe nobles, despite them. I don't know. I think pride can exist without homophobia. I don't want to think about homophobia in Equestria, but one would imagine that with this idea that we have that everyone has healthcare in My Little Pony world, that there's
got fucking homophobia in My Little Pony.
Yeah, there's no homophobia in My Little Pony.
The princess is fucking gay.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Everybody's gay. Also, at the end of this episode, they show those shooting stars again.
They do.
Which is nice. I forgot they did it twice, but yeah, that was super nice.
It was really cute. Do you have any post-episode things to say about Apple FiM reunion?
I don't think. Well, Jen Blue has said a bunch of insane bullshit as usual.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Jen.
It's just okay. It's just like this thing that again she compares Applejack to Batman. That's fucking awesome.
To Batman?
Well, because they're orphans, you know.
To Batman?
Yeah, to Batman.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, she's just yapping about fucking fandom stuff again. I don't care about your. I hate when you try to shoehorn like the fandom into what the writer's intentions for the episode are. So I don't want to hear that shit. Yeah, Pride is just a holiday for them, just like a normal holiday. It's like Veterans Day.
Yeah, yeah.
It's for gay people, which is everybody.
Which is everybody.
Yeah, season 3, episode 9. Spike at your service.
I'm sorry, Spike, my man. You can't get a good episode.
2 people worked on this fucking episode. The story is credited to Dave Polsky. This is his first of 3 times that he'll be like credited as story by, but the actual writing, the actual pen to paper words that were said is Meriwether Williams, who was on her 6th of 7 episodes.
He made the pitch, and Meriwether wrote the pitch.
That is my understanding. Maybe he wrote a plot outline. I don't really know exactly what like constitutes like getting a story credit versus getting a writing credit. Because he is also a writer for the show. I mean, he writes a ton of episodes, but I don't know what exactly constitutes his involvement in terms of getting a story credit. So I have no idea. But Dave Polsky is credited on the story, and Meriwether Williams is credited on the actual writing, like written by. This episode aired on December 29th, 2012, just a little bit after Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. Here's a shitty episode.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Here's what it's not. Okay, wait. I was gonna say it's not the worst episode of season 3. We have another one for that later.
Yeah.
And it's another Spike episode.
What is Spike gets 2 episodes in the season and Rarity gets 0.
Yeah, Rarity gets she gets nothing this season.
Now they do make it up to her by giving her like some of her best episodes ever, season 4.
Yeah.
So, actually, I have more to say about that in a second. I mentioned this about the last episode, but this episode technically is season 3, episode 10 in the production order. It actually aired as the 9th episode. We already went over that. We talked about this already too, but the Timberwolves in this episode are rendered in 3D, except for the one at the end of the episode, which is rendered in 2D for some reason. I don't know why. Most important or most interesting thing about this episode, according to a writers panel at Las Pegasus Unicon in February of 2013, which is a couple of months from now, which apparently when I was Googling this con, apparently there was a huge controversy about it and like was like a super bad con or some shit like that.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. That's not really important. I guess maybe we'll find out more about that later. But a lot of stuff, I read the Equestria Daily sort of recap of this writers panel, but we'll actually get into all of that information when we hit February of 2013, like later. But one of the people on that panel, who by the way wasn't either of the people who wrote this episode, said that a prior iteration of this episode originally featured Rarity as the other character instead.
Yes,
of
he was.
Applejack.
He was going to be in service to her.
Yeah, it was the Rarity Spike episode, which I'm sure fucking probably would have been worse, actually. But Rarity's involvement was cut because she turned out to be too mean in the script, is what they said. And so they went with Applejack instead. Why didn't you guys just write her less mean?
I'm sorry, I got hard thinking about Rarity being mean to me. What?
Yeah. That's probably why they cut it. Maybe they were like, well, Rarity's too mean to Spike in this episode. And they're like, well, can you tone it down? And they're like, well, that would be out of character.
No, we'll just rewrite it. We'll just rewrite it.
Yeah, that would be out of character for Rarity, so we're just gonna have to make it fucking someone else. And so we picked Applejack. Because who else would it? I mean, that makes more sense, right? I guess it makes sense. So as a result, of course, Rarity does not get an episode this season. Although again, she will get some of her very best episodes in season 4.
So,
and she had a bunch of really good episodes in season 2.
I have not watched this episode since it's aired back in 2012. I have skipped it every single rewatch.
Do you know what the first line in this episode is?
Yep! 6-7! 6-7!
That's crazy. Spike, literally the first words out of Spike's mouth, the very first words of the script of this episode are 6-7.
I lost it.
Oh, holy shit! I wasn't even paying attention. I had 6-7, and I was like, what did you say?
What did you say,
huh?
Spike?
What did Spike? I'm like, I had to rewind the episode. I'm like, did you say?
What did you say?
6-7.
6-7.
6-7. Spike is counting books. Twilight Sparkle has been assigned 15 books to read
By the princess.
Celestia. Is she doing this regularly? Is she still getting assignments from some Celestia? Or is this a thing?
This is
like a magical mystery here.
This is probably a thing Celestia does to keep Twilight sane.
Yeah. I sort of imagine that this is part of the through line from the start of the season to the end of the season, where she's kind of trying to get Twilight ready for the magical mystery cure test.
Oh, absolutely.
By having to read a bunch of crap. I have to assume that's what this is for, and not because even Spike is this is abnormal for Celestia to do this, and Twilight's well, I don't really give a shit. This is awesome.
I'll do it. Yeah, I just get to read. I'm good.
And Spike says, well, Twilight, it's Pride Month. You know what that means. And
he walks out.
And he walks out. Oh, actually, Twilight says, well, Spike, it's Pride Month. And that means that you have to leave. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
And it's okay. And he walks outside. And in the background, Fluttershy is walking Applejack's dog. What?
This probably makes sense. Fluttershy probably wants to take care of other people's pets.
Super weird. I was what is Fluttershy doing in the background of this episode, walking Winona? What the hell? And it's just that's not anything. It doesn't matter at all. She isn't even in the rest of the episode. Well, she does show up again, but she's not with the dog. It's what the fuck?
It's fucking awesome. Just something she does, I guess. She walks Winona.
They should have done that shit all the time. They should just been Fluttershy walking in the background and seeing two random fucking animals. Just walking through town with a fucking bear. Yeah, hey.
This scene immediately after this is just Spike being a weird little kid.
Spike is well, now that Twilight has Twilight was Spike, I don't think I'm gonna need your help much today. Why don't you just take the day off? Because I've got all this reading to do. And he's now I can finally catch up on all the shit that I wanted to do.
My fat little chud son.
Yeah. Can you fucking do you still have, yeah, can you post that? My fat chud son that I hate.
Yes, I will post my fat chud son that I hate. Give me a moment.
And Spike's idea of things that he has to do is like to just slap his fat little chud belly and say, "I'm a fat little chud."
I'm a chud. I'm a chud. I'm a fat little chud.
Look at him. This is my fat little chud son that I fucking hate.
Mm.
And he slaps his fat little chud belly, and then he goes, "Well, I'm bored."
That's all I wanted to do.
Yep. And then he just starts wandering around town. And then there's a hot. Who fucking owns this goddamn balloon? Whose balloon is
It's
this?
Pinky's balloon, I would think, because she owns
Not,
one.
though. Yeah, but like, it's not. This one's not hers though. It's like Rosebud's.
Spike causes the balloon to get like untethered and go flying free, and he's like, "Oh boy, I gotta do platforming puzzles to get to it."
He starts doing fucking Mirror's Edge shit to get it, and he grabs onto the thing, and then he's a fat little chud, but he actually doesn't weigh that much.
There's a really neat scene where they just show that, like, again, dragons are fireproof, where he goes to like stop a cart with his hands by grabbing onto the wheel.
Oh yeah, and it just doesn't really hurt him because he's got like scales or whatever, you know. That was cool. And he gets onto the hot air balloon.
He's not heavy.
He's not heavy enough, and it eventually sort of lands or gets caught or whatever in the dead ass middle of the Everfree forest. And Spike's like, "Oh shit, I'm in fucking danger."
And we see new assets, 3D models of the Timberwolves when they were 2D last time.
The Timberwolves, which have been introduced once before, I believe.
During the Granny Smith episode with these Zap Apples.
Oh, that's right. There's a Zap Apple thing. That's right. Yeah. We see Timberwolves again. They are 3D models this time. They look pretty nice. And Spike is going to get killed. I mean, are they going to eat him? I mean, they eat things. I mean, they don't have organs.
I would assume they're just part of. They're
gonna maul him to death.
yeah, they're just volatile. They're just violent.
Yeah, they're just like violent tree spirit things. Luckily for him, our good friend Applejack, who was back again, that's right. Our good friend Applejack throws rocks at them and fucking kills the shit out of them. And
She
says,
Spike, what the fuck you doing with these things?
And he says, oh my god, Applejack, thanks so much for saving me. What are you doing here? And she says, well, I saw this fucking balloon and I came to investigate what was going on. And Spike's like, that's also what I was doing. That's right.
That's also what I was doing.
I also was doing that, and I didn't pause the balloon. I didn't do that. Yeah,
I didn't do that.
Let's get out of here. And so they leave.
We get to a cartoon cliche. Where one character owes the other character a life debt.
Spike has decided on his own that Spike has created the Spike the Dragon code.
The funny thing is, later on, Twilight's like, yeah, that's the code. What do you mean, girl?
Yeah, it's the code. It's the code. It's the dragon code. Like, it's not a real thing. He made that up.
Twilight's like, yeah, that's the dragon code.
This dragon code, Applejack, gets to respect the dragon code. And she's like, are you fucking serious?
Are you fucking with me?
No, I'm being serious. Yeah, so Spike, he doesn't launch into this fight right away, but he's like, Applejack, you saved my life, I owe you. And Applejack's like, no, it's chill, don't worry about it. It's just, we'll just be chill about it, like, no need to be weird about this. And he's like, please let me repay you in some way. And she's like, all right, well,
just
you can
do a couple chores around them. Yeah.
You can go help Apple Bloom wash this big fat fucking hog. And I'm not talking about my big fat fucking hog. I'm talking about that pig over there.
That pig over there.
And happy Pride, everybody. Why? What? What is this? What a big fat fucking pig for?
So here's the thing. They definitely keep the pigs around for manure.
Yeah, that's probably it. So he helps Apple Bloom wash this big fat fucking pig, and it goes great. She's great. Oh, Spike, you did a great job. You guys did a great job. Both of you did. I'm so proud of you. Apple Bloom.
This is
Wait,
Applejack
Apple
just
Bloom's
really.
like
Go ahead.
Apple Bloom makes an excuse to leave. Or like she's done with her chores. She's like, I'm gonna go play with my friends. We're gonna do some stupid shit.
Yay.
She's like, that's great.
We're gonna go blow ourselves up.
Yeah. She's like, all right, that's cool. What are you gonna say?
Applejack's just really sweet here.
No, she is.
She calls him Sugar and Darling and Hunnell, and it's like, yeah, this is how she would treat her friend's little brother.
Yeah, she's very nice on Spike. In this. And she's like, all right, Spike. Well, you can go back home now too. You know, I think we're good, right? We're good now. Spike's like, oh fuck no, we're not good.
Fuck no. There's a thing called the Dragon Code.
Yeah, he doesn't. He still doesn't get into this. I think it still takes him a little bit longer to get into this, and he's like, "No, I got to do more. We're not even Steven yet. Who's Steven?"
They literally say we're not. They literally say even Stevens.
Yeah, who the fuck is Steven?
The fuck is Steven?
And like the dragon from season 1, the water dragon, the guy with the mustache. That was his name was Steven.
Yeah, that's Steve Magenta.
Yeah, that's right.
Steve Magnet, whatever.
Oh yeah, Stephen Magnet was his name. So she's like, okay, well you can help me and Granny make some pies.
And
Spike is really bad at this. And then he's also bad, and then he's like he makes a fucking mess, and then he tries to clean it up and he makes a bigger mess. There's no fuck. This is unbelievable shit to me. Cooking and cleaning is literally Spike's entire job.
This is what he does for Twilight
every day. This is his literal job, is cooking and cleaning. There's no way he'd be bad at it.
Because Twilight's too much of a fucking neat to do it herself. That Spike does it.
That Spike does it for her. There's no fuck. I don't get this shit at all. I don't get this part of the episode at all. Why is Spike like? You know, Twilight, like Applejack is already kind of like off put. She's like, okay, I really don't like need your help, and I don't particularly want it. It feels kind of weird.
And then he does my favorite screen in the whole episode.
Yeah, but like, she's like, you know, she's like, I don't really want to. This is so fucking funny. Yeah, she's like, so Spike's making a huge fucking mess, and at this point, Spike's. I wrote this literally in the script or like in the notes. I literally wrote at this point, this episode isn't very good.
No, it's not.
And I wrote, I wish we could give Spike better episodes where he doesn't look like a fucking idiot the whole time. Because that's always the problem with Spike's episodes, is that, like, when he's not, like, the focus character, Spike is usually pretty intelligent. Like, he's
literally the straight man to the rest of the main 6.
Yeah, like, I've said this a lot, that, like, when Spike is, like, a sub-character in Twilight's episodes, he's, like, great. Because he's usually playing the straight man to her being completely fucking nuts. Like, he is usually pretty intelligent and usually is more rational than Twilight is in those episodes. Like when she's going, like, you know, like the time travel episode, like Spike is relatively rational in that, although he does get like a little caught up in his own antics. But like, lots of times, like he is more rational. You know, he's sort of like the calmer voice of reason. I mean, he has his occasions where he's flipping out or whatever the hell, but like, you know, he plays off the others. He's not an idiot, you know, he's not stupid.
In his episodes, it's the opposite case.
Every time that it's his turn to be in the episode, he is a complete fucking imbecile. A complete imbecile. There's no fucking way that the same Spike who, like, it's not even in all its episodes. Like, the Spike who was in the fucking Owlswell Who Ends Well episode, there's no way that Spike is so dumb that he can't fucking, like, look around him in Applejack's home and see that he's destroyed her kitchen and, like, not care. But, like, he doesn't even seem to understand that he's doing a bad job.
We literally see him cleaning most of it sometimes in the library while Twilight's reading.
I don't understand, like, this characterization for Spike where he's just, like, completely oblivious to the fact that he's, like, making Applejack's life harder. Like, I get that he's, like, sort of consumed by this desire to want to help because of his Dragon Code thing, but, like, he's not a fucking idiot, and he's not fucking 2. Like, he's, like, not stupid. I don't get it. I don't get this. Anyway, he pulls out his fucking card that he definitely made himself.
I love this. That's so. I remember this this moment getting memed to hell back in 2013.
Oh yeah, that's so true. I totally forgot about that. And like he pulls this shit out that he definitely made himself, and he says it's the Spike the Dragon code, not just the Dragon code. It's the Spike the Dragon.
Spike the Dragon honor code.
It's his code. He made this shit up himself. Like he doesn't know anything about Dragon Society, so he just started making shit up himself.
It's his own thing.
Yeah. It's a Spike the Dragon code, and the Spike the Dragon code says that I owe you a life debt. And Applejack says, why the fuck did you put that in there? And what the fuck possible situation would that fucking come up in? Except for this specific thing right now.
And Spike's like, remember, I'm a longer lived species than you, so until you die, I will do this.
Yeah, right? He says, well, you know, it's like Wookiees. And she said, what the fuck are you talking about?
What the fuck are you talking about?
What the fuck is a Wook? So he's like, yep, I have to pledge my servitude to you for the rest of my life. Again, this is not something that dragons do. This is not he's literally making this up. This is not like a dragon thing. Like, dragons don't do this. No other dragon does this. Dragons don't do this.
This is a Spike thing.
This is a Spike thing. And so he's like, well, because of this, I have to fucking like leave Twilight. So he's like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to go back home for 10 minutes and go tell Twilight that I'm leaving forever. I'll
Twilight,
be back.
I'm leaving. Yeah.
That's nice.
Twilight's completely engrossed in her book. She does not hear a word he's saying.
Yeah, she's reading her book, so he says all this shit to her, and she definitely like doesn't hear a word that he said, and she's like, okay, well, bye, I guess. Fucking Jesus. And he goes back to Applejack, and he says, well, Twilight was cool with it. And she says, what the fuck do you mean she was cool with it? Yeah, she was fine with it. There's no fucking way that's true.
There's no fucking way. And Applejack, like at a loss for words of what to do, she goes to Rarity for help.
She goes... Yeah, she goes... There's an awesome bit where, like, it's the fucking pie they made turns out like fucking dog shit because Spike made it, which again just isn't true. We have seen Spike make baked goods before.
He knows how to bake. He knows how to cook.
We have seen Spike make baked goods before. He's got a little apron. He made them all baked goods for the last Spike episode, the Dragon Migration thing, Dragon Quest. He made baked goods in that. He had a little apron. He looked gay. Don't tell me he doesn't know how to cook. Anyway, so she's just struggling to find something for Spike to do. And she says, why don't you go take this pie to fucking Rarity? And she goes, yeah, sure.
There's some he has a really cute face in this scene.
He's Rarity? And Applejack Dennis goes, yeah, whatever. That's fine, I guess.
He makes this fucking face while Rarity is like trying to desperately eat the pie.
So it's funny because like he's like looking at her like she's like
he's just a little guy
that came with him for some reason, even though I thought the point of this was so that Spike would go away.
Yeah.
And then she tells him to go fuck off, like in the kitchen or whatever. And Rarity's like, what the fuck is going on? And Rarity's like, and Applejack explains the situation. And Rarity literally spends like 30 seconds dramatically explaining how she would love to have
to have a slave.
Another living being. And Applejack's like, okay, I get it.
All right, Rarity. I know you're king, girl. Don't tell me.
Let me fucking stop you right there. I've heard this shit before from you. I get it. You're gonna have to find somebody else to do that.
Rarity, I get you're into roleplay. It's not my thing.
I bet Fluttershy would love that. Why don't you try her on that one? I bet she would fucking love it. I bet she would. I bet you she would. Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. And then Rainbow Dash comes in for some reason. What's she doing here?
Just so the voice actresses can have moments, I guess, for their contract.
I guess like Rainbow Dash just pop in on Rarity. That's cute, I guess. Just to see what's up.
Yeah, and Rainbow Dash talks about how like she's writing a novel.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I
Is she
wrote
being
down
serious?
Rainbow Dash knows how to write.
Yeah, I didn't know she learned how to read pretty recently, so
That's true.
maybe Twilight told her that she should try writing, just see if she likes it. Yeah, she says I'm writing a novel about the coolest bitch who's ever lived, who's a wonderbolt, and she gets tons of pussy all the time. And Applejack's like, okay, all right, Jesus Christ,
All right.
I get it, all right, oh my god, both of you go, just fucking leave me alone, please. She explains the situation again to Spike, or to Rainbow Dash. She says, I don't really know what to do. And she says, oh, I've got a dipshit idea. I got the stupidest fucking idea.
We just have to make him give up.
We just have to make him give up. And Applejack's like, okay, you know Spike is like really fucking stubborn, right? Like really fucking stubborn. And she's like, no, all we have to do is just make him do something really stupid and dangerous, and he'll quit. As if Spike is ever. Well, actually, Spike is kind of a pussy, so I guess that maybe the logic was there. So her idea is she goes to Spike, who has destroyed Rarity's kitchen as well. Because again, how is he bad at this? I still don't get that.
All right, Spike, I want you to build a tower for Rainbow Dash to knock down.
Yeah, I want you to build a tower to God.
Build the Tower of Babel, Spike.
Build the Tower of this fucking Babel. Yeah, Rainbow Dash is like, well, I was gonna do some training and knock over some hay bales, whatever the fuck I usually do, but I thought this time we would do it with fucking rocks. And Spike's like, that sounds fucking awesome, dude. Let me do that. And then he does it. And Rainbow Dash is like, Rainbow Dash literally to Spike's face in front of him. She goes, wow, he really fucking did that, huh? That's crazy.
Yeah, he really did that. I can't believe it.
Wow, I can't believe he actually fucking did that. That's crazy. Like, and she's like, well, I guess I'm gonna go crash my head into this big tower of rocks now.
And Fluttershy walks in.
Fluttershy walks in. Yeah, they're like watching Spike do this. And Fluttershy walks in, and she's like, and they explain the situation to her as well. And Fluttershy's like, well, you know, if it was me, I would have just probably told Spike that I didn't have anything for him to do. And Applejack goes, fuck. Why didn't I think of that?
And then she tells him that. And Spike is like, but I need you to tell me what to do.
Yeah, it didn't work anyway. She's like, that would probably would have been a better idea to try that first, right, than the other thing. And Rainbow Dash headbutts a tower of rocks. And Spike is like, that was fucking awesome.
They do a bit where one of them looks like it crushes Spike and he just pops out from behind it.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah. It's just like right in front of and Rainbow Dash definitely has a concussion, and she's like, I'm good. I'm fucking awesome. I'm great. I'm super good. And then Spike starts freaking the hell out.
Wait, I have to put this on screen. Give me a moment. You know what I have to put on screen.
Yeah, let me see it.
Where the fuck is it? I don't organize this shit. There it is. Inflates you big and round.
Let me see it. Yeah, there it is. Good stuff. Yeah, I really hated that one.
Why did they do this?
Why did they do that? It wasn't even a Pinkie Pie bit. They just did that shit to Applejack.
It wasn't even a Pinkie Pie bit.
Inflates you big and round.
Spike was just, let me help you breathe, Applejack.
I'll breathe for you. And she's like, okay, I've had enough of this shit. She tells Spike to go count every blade of grass on the Apple family farm, and she goes to Twilight, and she's like, Twilight, you gotta take your fucking boy back. I don't want him. She's like, what the hell are you talking about?
And Twilight's like, yeah, no, that's part of his, that's part of his dragon code.
What are you talking about? She's like, so you weren't listening at all when Spike came and told you what's going on, huh? And she's like, no,
I was reading.
Not. She explains the situation, and she says, well, Applejack, I mean, it's his dragon code. You know? And Applejack's like, are you fucking serious?
The funniest bit ever. Twilight takes this seriously too.
She takes Spike's fucking side on this shit. She's like, well, it's his dragon code, Applejack. I mean, we can't we can't disrespect his dragon code. And she's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Are you fucking with me?
You beat fuck, come on. Like, come on. She's like, I'm serious. It's his fucking dragon
I'm
code.
serious.
She's like, I fucking hate you. Help me. She's like, it's fine. All we have to do is just satisfy Spike's dragon code by conniving a situation.
He
where
has
Spike
to save
saves
your life. Yeah.
And then you'll be even. It's even. And she's like, that seems like a really dumb cartoon cliche, Twilight. She said, shut the fuck up. We are running out of time in this episode. and so
they plan to construct a fake Timberwolf attack.
They could have just done something different.
Yeah.
There's a really awesome, funny bit with Fluttershy and Rainbow Dash. They're like doing the roar for the Timberwolf and shit, and they're like super hyped up about it.
Yeah. That apparently Rainbow Dash is really good at imitating an animal roar.
Yeah, that's super funny. Then Rarity chides Applejack for her poor acting skills. Really good fucking bits in this episode to make up for the fact that the plot sucks. They run the bit, right? And then Spike just suddenly gets all his brain cells back.
It's like, this is fake.
Like, this is fake. I do think it's pretty funny that he doesn't. It is really funny that he doesn't like. He's like, I can tell it's fake, not because it looks like shit, because it does. He's like, it doesn't look like shit, because it doesn't smell like a Timberwolf, because Timberwolves smell bad or whatever. Like, that's not the reason that he thinks it's fake, is because it looks like obviously fucking fake. Like, he is too stupid to realize that it looks fake, but he is smart enough to be like, oh, well, it doesn't smell right. It's pretty funny.
There is a funny bit where Twilight just shows up and pretends to scream and then runs off.
Yeah, that was awesome. What's she doing here? And then, of course, as cliche would have it, real Timberwolves. Pure. What are they doing all the way out here?
They don't leave the forest.
Well, they do now. They hate Spike.
They hate Spike so much they want to kill him.
Real Timberwolves show up and Applejack kills one of them. Well, kills a couple of them, except they like fucking Voltron into a giant, now suddenly 2D Timberwolf.
I don't know why this model is 2D.
They probably only had the one model for like the normal sized version, and like because the proportions of this one are a little bit different or some shit, they probably just like didn't have one out. Maybe they ran out of money, like for the 3D stuff.
Applejack gets stuck, and Spike
gets actually stuck. Spike saves her.
There's a funny bit of Spike throwing a rock into the big Timberwolf's mouth and it starts choking.
That was pretty good. Yeah, he just like chokes to death.
Like it does literally the fucking hold on, give me a moment pose.
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, hold on. Chill a sec. They, Spike saves the day and everything, and they reunite with the others who all ran off like pussies, and they were like, "What the hell happened? I thought you guys were right behind us." And they were like, "You didn't fucking come back to check. Like, we were about to get killed." And Applejack says, "Well, Spike saved my life," etc., etc., etc. And
the last scene of this episode is really sad, kinda.
Yeah.
Where Spike is like, "Please let me be useful."
Yeah, what's his fucking problem, man?
What is this kid's fucking problem?
Well, Spike's like, well, I wouldn't have had to save you if you didn't stage a fake Timberwolf attack in the first place. What the hell was that about? And then basically Applejack is just like, I really would like you to just cut this shit out with the Dragon Code thing. Can we just like chill on that?
Just chill on it. Spike's like, all right.
Spike is just like, yeah, okay. Like,
yeah, okay.
like, He just backs down on it for like no reason at the end of the episode.
So the entire episode didn't have to happen.
Yeah, like I feel like they could have just finished the whole thing where it's just like, well, Spike, you saved my life. Like, if we're gonna treat Spike like a dumbass this whole episode anyway, you might as well just keep going. Oh, Spike, you saved my life, and now we're even. And Spike's been like, well, I guess we are.
Guess we are. We're even.
And now, instead of that, it was just like, well, Spike, yes, I tricked you to try to... He shouldn't even really bother to explain like why she did it. It was like, yes, Spike, I did trick you, but can we cut it out with this Dragon Code shit? And he just goes, yeah, that's fine. Like, what's the point of any of that? What the fuck are we doing here? Why is Spike's intelligence so like rapidly like changing in this episode where he just goes back and forth from being completely stupid to just like normal?
You know.
And also again, like, why am I supposed to believe that Spike is bad at cooking and cleaning? Literally the only thing he's good at doing. Literally the only thing he knows how to do. He's had like 2 episodes about the fact that that's the only thing that he knows how to do, and he feels threatened if someone else does that stuff better than him.
Yeah.
He ate that out. Yeah, and then Spike and Twilight go back home, and Spike has some kind of weird attachment issue. I don't know what that's about. Like, what's your problem?
It's partly sad because Spike like, let me be useful, and it's also kind of cute because Twilight loves him so much.
Yeah, but you are useful, Spike. We had a whole episode about how much I love you and appreciate what you do for me. We had a whole episode about this in season 1 and in season 2, I think.
They don't know what to do with Spike. This will continue for the rest of the series.
Continue forever. Yeah, I mean, this episode wasn't that, like, it wasn't the worst Spike episode ever.
It was not the worst Spike episode. That was still the fucking Greed episode.
Still fucking Greed of My Excess or whatever. That was still the worst episode, like, ever. It's not really a great episode either. It's got some really funny, like, bits in it, but just, like, the overall, like, traction of this episode is just, like, why are we fucking doing this? What is the point of any of this? I think the only thing that's really a saving grace this episode is just the fact that Spike legitimately just made this shit up. There is no such thing as, like, this Dragon Code.
There's there's real funny bits.
There's a really funny bit. Spike just made this shit up and just decided to adhere to it religiously for no reason. Well, it says, the Dragon Code says I have to serve you a life debt. Okay, you wrote that.
You wrote that. What? That's your handwriting.
That's your fucking handwriting. Why did you write that? What fucking situation were you fucking thinking of? Like, what fucking situation was in your mind when you fucking wrote that? And if you say rarity, I'm gonna kick you in the head. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Don't worry, that was crazy. The rewrite. That was the previous script.
Yeah, that was the rewrite. We could. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. Just thought it'd come. Just just in case, just that ever happened. Yeah.
Fucking.
Like, what if it was like Pinkie Pie? I don't know about all that.
There's a reason I skip this episode every rewatch. It's fine. It's serviceable.
Good. It's just not very good. Like, it's just not really worth your freaking time. Like, it's whatever.
It's whatever.
Nowhere near like the worst episodes we've seen, but it's like definitely one of the weaker episodes of this season.
Absolutely, and then there's one more Spike episode next watch.
Yeah, I don't really remember Just for Sidekicks, like, at all. It probably isn't very good. It's probably the least good episode of the season.
I would agree.
But yeah, it's probably still better than like half of season 1.
Oh,
so who can say? I mean, who can really say?
I got nothing else to say about this episode. Do you?
Yeah, nope. Nobody else really had anything good to say about this episode either. That's nothing else interesting about this episode either, because we went through the rarity thing already. No, this episode is whatever. Next time is the entire rest of the season, right? All 4 episodes?
Yep. We're doing a big episode next time because We have an odd number of episodes remaining.
Yep, it's the only time we'll ever have to do this. Which is Keep Calm and Flutter On, Just for Sidekicks, Games Ponies Play, and Magical Mystery Cure.
Yep. So next time we're skipping the fandom segment and just doing 4 episodes.
Oh, you know what? That's probably why. Just for Sidekicks and Games Ponies Play happen at the same time.
Yes, they are a 2-parter.
They're like, because they're literally happening like concurrently.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yes, that's probably why they changed the episode order. Well, then why the fuck was the production order not like... Why was that not in the production order?
I don't know.
If those episodes were supposed to be twinned, why were they not in the production order like that? The fuck?
I don't know. While we move on to the fandom segment, I only have one thing for Modern Fandom. Do you have anything for Modern Fandom at all?
Maybe not. Is it the card game?
It's card game shit. They put Twilight's ass on a card.
Let's fucking go!
One of the cards you can now get in Magic the Gathering is just Twilight Sparkle's ass.
Oh, I'm looking at it right now. Oh, yep, there it is. That's very lovingly rendered of her butt.
You can just get it.
Booty, butt ass, butt.
You're like, all right. You just go, all right. I play Twilight Sparkle's ass.
Yeah, I tapped that shit. Fuck you. That shit did come out, yeah. Like the whole thing came out.
Oh yes, the main card game for My Little Pony is now out.
Good for them.
It's cute. I got me and my wife. We have some of the cards. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll last a long time.
The
TCG market definitely, the TCG bubble definitely will not crash anytime soon.
The TCG bubble will not crash at any moment.
Nope, definitely not. Especially with there's another one on the way right now.
Oh,
some other fucking like Shonen Jump property, I think.
Oh yeah, fucking Bandai is making another TCG.
Oh yeah, another fucking Bandai property. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have anything else for the modern day really. I have a short list of things for the contemporary stuff.
Go for it.
January 12th, 2013, Lauren Faust is continued to go insane. She's on Twitter talking about how there are no bathrooms in Equestria and everybody shits on the floor.
What?
Yeah.
That's
poop on the ground.
That's not true. We see a bathroom in season 2.
Well, that's
the only bathroom in all of Equestria.
That's not what Lauren said.
Lauren?
She said they'd be shitting on the ground. I don't think she's being serious.
I think she's making
just being spiteful.
She's being spiteful.
But that's what she said on Twitter. She said they'd be shitting on the floor. Let's see. That's not relevant. Ponies headed to Build-A-Bear. I remember this.
I remember these.
January 16th, 2013, on Facebook at Build-A-Bear Workshop, the official Facebook page announced, kind of, very low-key announced that we will have My Little Pony Bears this spring. We will release more details at a later date. So they haven't been, like, officially announced yet. I mean, I guess that's... brands used to just sort of soft announce things on Facebook for no fucking reason.
Yeah, they would.
Back then, yeah, this will be that's spring, I believe, of 2013. The My Little Pony Build-A-Bear line will come out. I believe it was Pinkie Pie and Twilight Sparkle.
And then they would just continuously add more to the Build-A-Bear line. I remember seeing these. These plushies were really cute.
Oh, they're very cute. They were very nice quality. I mean, they Build-A-Bear, you know. Okay, I'm sorry. The original release looked like April 1st, 2013 was the first run, like the first release of these. It was Rainbow Dash, Pinkie Pie, and that was it. So the first, like the spring release was Pinkie and Rainbow Dash. That makes sense.
Okay.
They look really nice. They were wow. They retailed for 27 United States dollars. Good fucking God.
I mean, Build-A-Bear. They were premium plushies that you could alter.
Yeah, $27. That's super cheap.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that's 27 2016 dollars or 2013 dollars. I mean, but like that's still, I feel like that's pretty reasonable. I mean, maybe it's just like if it was 27 today dollars. Let's see. Actually,
I mean, these are pretty big plushies.
yeah, they're pretty. I never had one of these, but let's see. $27 in April 2013 is about $40 now. That sounds about right.
That sounds about right.
$40. Yeah, that sounds about right. So Pinkie Pie and Rainbow Dash in November of 2013. Fluttershy was released with her. So they all have like little dresses or whatever. The Pinkie one and the Fluttershy one, excuse me, the Pinkie and the Rainbow Dash ones, kind of like are just kind of like whatever, like the new things they made up. The Fluttershy one is her Grand Galloping Gala dress. That looks really nice. In August of 2013 was Princess Twilight Sparkle with her her crown and the little like coronation dress thing that she had. She also came with a little Spike.
Oh.
She came with a Spike. Look at this. Look at Spike. He looks exactly like that screenshot from earlier. Hold on. He's just a little guy.
Oh my God! He's just a little guy.
I've never seen. I must have like not been paying attention. This looks really fucking great. Yeah. But you can also get Spike the Dragon separately for $10.
Oh. I mean, these are solid plushies.
Yeah. In 2014, July 2014, Applejack was released. In the same month was Apple Bloom. In July of 2017 or July of 2014 as well was Trixie. And in fucking this is earlier in March of 2014, finally Rarity, the last of the main six. Although I guess technically Applejack would be the last of the main six, so it took them about a year to get all six of them out, plus Spike.
And then they would just continuously add on to the line.
Yeah, Trixie, Apple Bloom, Sweetie Belle, Scootaloo, Princess Celestia, Zecora. Wow.
These look great. I want some of these.
Zecora, Cadence, Shining Armor, Luna, Vinyl. Wow. Derpy, Minty!
Minty!
Minty! What the hell?
Oh.
Dude, I want that Minty.
Oh, yeah, there she is. There she is.
Bottom, on the bottom. Minty, Starlight Glimmer, and looks like the last one to release was Big Mac. Although I see what's her name from the movie, and I see Sunset Shimmer in there too, but they're not listed on the wiki page.
Maybe these are just those are custom plushies. Maybe
They're missing. No, wait, hold on. I think this wiki has... Okay, the Build-A-Bear wiki, which is probably a better source. Rainbow Dash, Pinkie Pie, all these are listed as retired.
Fuck, you can't get them anymore.
No, I mean, these have been retired for years.
Yeah.
Rainbow Dash, Pinkie Pie, Twilight Sparkle, Fluttershy, Rarity, Applejack, Zecora, Trixie, Celestia, Luna, Cadence, Shining Armor, Final Scratch, Muffins, Starlight Glimmer, Minty, Big Mac, Shadow Tempest, Songbird Serenade. What is Songbird Serenade?
I don't know.
I don't know who that is. Sunset Shimmer, Cheerilee, Spike, Sweetie Belle, Scootaloo, and Apple Bloom, along with a bunch of accessories and outfits and shit like that.
Man, these plushies rule. Too bad they retired.
Yeah, these are great. I mean, Build-A-Bear, quality stuff. I'm sure. I'm sure you could probably find these on eBay for just like a fucking jacked up price. I'm absolutely sure.
Absolutely.
My Little Pony Build-A-Bear.
Oh wait, yeah, Songbird Serenade. She's from the movie. She's from the My Little Pony movie.
Oh, I guess I just don't remember. Hey, you know what? These actually aren't. Some of these aren't that badly priced. I mean, some of them are like overpriced, but like, I could get the 16-inch Trixie with her cape for $60.
Oh, I mean, yeah. By that point, it's a collector's item, but that's reasonably priced.
I mean, like the Rainbow Dash is $20 straight up $20, free shipping. I could pay $80 to get Minty.
Do you want Minty that bad?
No. If I wanted anything from Minty, I would just get a blind bag or something.
Oh yeah.
No, she was the pop star. Dude, I haven't seen that movie in a very long time.
We'll be watching that sometime.
A couple sooner enough. January 3rd, 2013, TV.com's Best of 2012 list. My Little Pony Adventures Magic won Best Animated Series.
Hey, congrats.
That's not really, anything that's cool, Let's see. Poll conducted on December 21st, 2012. What's the best episode of season 3 so far? This is everything up to Wonderbolt Academy. Not sure why they would do this like halfway through the season. The top rated episode, according to this Equestria Daily poll, may shock you, is Magic Duel.
Yeah, I would agree that's the best episode of season 3 so far.
Garnered 27% of the votes. It may fucking shock you to learn that the second highest voted episode is Sleepless in Ponyville. What?
That was such a nothing episode, but oh well.
That episode sucked. In third place is Wonderworld Academy, which should probably be higher than third, honestly. After that is Too Many Pinkie Pies. Then One Bad Apple, which only got 8.29% of the votes. Feel like that should be higher. And squeaking in at 7.34% of the votes is Crystal Empire, which I guess people didn't like that much.
I feel like Apple Fan Reunion would have been pretty high up if it was after.
Yeah, maybe we'll get another one of these polls when the season's over. On that, let's see. I usually ignore most of the merch stuff, but I do want you to look at this fuck ass shirt from We Love Fine.
Ooh, let me see. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I hate it.
Yeah, you could have bought this. You could have spent money on this and had it delivered to your home, and you could have put it on your person and worn it in public.
You could have worn this in public.
I hope the back looks like that too.
Yeah. I like how most of these shots are from the same episode.
I'm pretty sure this is literally all from Too Many Pinkie. Like every single one of these sprites is, or these whatever's is from Too Many Pinkie Pies. No, it's.
Don't say that.
It's your pinky.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Yeah, that's what it is. Let's see. Random merchandise, lunch boxes and shit like that. It's not really actually relevant. Set number 2 of the My Little Pony trading card game, the old one, was announced. It'll be coming in April of 2013. I think it actually was delayed to May.
Because TCG shit always gets delayed.
Yep. January the 10th, 2013, the next Shout Factory DVD release will be Pinkie Pie related. It is My Little Pony Friendship's Magic Pinkie Pie Party, which will contain the following episodes: Feeling Pinkie Keen, Party of One, Baby Cakes, Friend Indeed, and Too Many Pinkie Pies. Retail for $15.
Okay, all the Pinkie episodes.
Pretty much all the Pinkie episodes, yeah. Pretty good stuff. If you're a big Pinkie fan, probably easy buy for you. It's $14.97, released later in January, 13 years ago. So you're a little late on that.
You're a little late.
Season finale confirmed to be a one-part episode. M.A. Lawson will be the writer. Megan McCarthy announced this on Twitter in late December 2012.
Which is interesting because we're only a month away from the finale.
Yeah, but we just don't know this stuff ahead of time for the most part, usually. So Megan McCarthy was... I think it's because people were asking because we knew, like, by this point in the season, we knew who the writer would be for every single episode except the finale. So Megan McCarthy was clarifying Emmy Larson wrote the finale and also clarified that is a single part episode. It is not a two-parter, which is the first, last, and only. Well, that's technically not true. I guess technically season 9's finale is one single episode.
Correct.
It's an epilogue, but whatever.
It's an epilogue.
Finale. I mean, there is a two-part ending to the story before that.
There's a two-part ending, and the final episode is an epilogue.
Does that make those episodes the only non-opener or closer to be a two-parter?
Correct.
Wow, that's weird. Well, I'm sure that episode's great. Last thing I have is a series of articles about fucking Fighting is Magic at Evo 2013. That's right, it's happening soon.
We're getting close to the point where they get fucked over.
Fighting is Magic was nominated to be a game at Evo 2013. I don't think Evo does this anymore. There was a like a donation incentive thing, like for charity, like a charity donation. For this one is the Breast Cancer Research Foundation. Basically, whichever game's player base donates the most, their game will get to be on main stage. Probably not like main event main stage, but like will be a main stage game.
Will be a tournament that's recorded.
Yeah, we'll be on the main stage instead of being like community stage shit. Like it'll actually be a part of Evo instead of being a part of the community crap. Fighting is Magic was nominated for this. I am pretty sure they did not win that. For the donation drive, because I don't recall that ever happening.
No, I think they did. They were at Evo. That it got announced at Evo.
I don't think they were a main stage game though. I don't think it was played at Evo, was it?
I think there was a tournament. It's just the game got leaked by someone on the team, and that caused the C&D.
I mean, yeah.
Once we get to summer of 2013, we'll learn more.
9 major tournaments were held at EVO 2013. These were Super Street Fighter 4, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Super Smash Bros. Melee, Injustice, King of Fighters 13, Tekken Tag 2, Street Fighter Cross Tekken, Mortal Kombat 9, and Persona 4 Arena.
Okay.
Okay, it says right here, Nintendo's 2001 fighting game, Super Smash Bros. Melee was added to the 2013 EVO roster after a fan-funded donation drive. Fans of the game raised over $94,000 to be donated towards breast cancer research in order to have the game played competitively at the event.
Okay, you were right then.
Hold on, there's more of this.
Oh.
However, a week before the event was to start, Nintendo of America denied EVO organizers the right to live stream the Super Smash Bros. Melee tournament on Twitch. EVO founder Joey Cole stated on Esports Show Live on 3, the company not only tried to shut down the live stream, but also the Melee tournament itself. Nintendo reverted this decision after being faced with community backlash on social media.
Funny.
Cool, great. And Nintendo said, "Hey, fuck you." I guess but they ran it back on that, I guess, before. Just also, while I'm reading this part of the thing, Injustice Gods Among Us was added to the roster at the last minute after its publisher Warner Brothers offered to help EVO with the logistical issues of adding a 9th major tournament to the event. The organization has always been conservative on adding new games to the roster. Cannon said the public response to the idea of Injustice being added was highly positive. Are you fucking kidding?
I mean, again,
Injustice.
in hindsight, that game, the first Injustice sucked. It just wasn't good. But at the time,
I don't even
people
fucking
loved it.
hindsight.
People loved
Yeah.
it.
Skull Sad tournament took place after fans raised $78,000 during the charity drive. That's nice. The event also held an indie game showcase for the first time, and for some to last, because they got to see indie.
Yep.
At this Evo, just while we're still here on it, Super Street Fighter 4 characters Hugo, Poison, Ronaldo, and Elena were announced. And they announced Ultra Street Fighter fucking 4.
Coming out next year.
And also, during a presentation of Killer Instinct, which was released later that year, the crowd started fucking booing when the game was announced to be an Xbox One exclusive. That's written on the fucking Wikipedia page that people started booing Xbox. Awesome.
They booed the Xbox.
Boo! I would fucking boo too. I went to a goddamn fucking fight game tournament, and they told me the Xbox One was the only place I was gonna play Killer Instinct. No fucking way, bro.
But it's such a good fighting game.
On the Xbox One.
And then it came to PC around 2016.
Justin Wong got second in Marvel. That's fucking crazy.
Nice. Fucking for 3 years you had to play Killer Instinct on the Xbone.
Just seeing if there's any names I know here before I completely move on from this. No, a lot of Koreans. A lot of Korean winners. Like a lot. Mostly.
They're saying 2013 was the the Korean year.
In every tournament that was played on the main stage, the winner was either a Korean or an American, except for the winner of Persona 4 Arena was Japanese, and the winner of Super Street Fighter 4 was from Singapore.
Awesome.
Yeah. That's all I have on Evo. Fighting is Magic will be dead fucking soon.
It'll be dead soon.
God fucking save us.
We got 6 months until Fighting is Magic dies.
Yep. Not our fault. And then Lauren Faust will do something awesome.
Anything else for the fandom segment?
That's all I got.
All right, cool. Yeah, next time we'll be covering the last 4 episodes. And like you said, it probably won't be within 2 months, 2 weeks.
We'll have to see. Yeah, because I got a lot of shit going on, so I don't know. But we'll be back. We should be back pretty soon, relatively soon, in a couple weeks.
Yeah, well, we will see. Next month's gonna be super busy for V, so we'll figure something out.
Yeah, we'll try to. I want to try to finish this season, like soonish, so then we can. If we have to take like a longer break, then we also give people time to, and ourselves time to read the comics and listen, read Fallout Equestria, and watch Equestria Girls and shit like that.
Yeah. It won't. Yeah, we got a lot to cover, but don't worry, we got all summer.
We got all summer with the rest of our fucking lives.
You doing anything this week?
Yes, I will. I haven't put a schedule up yet because I haven't made one yet. I will be revealing my merchandise probably next weekend.
Nice.
And hopefully ordering for the merchandise also.
Hell yeah! Everyone look forward to that, please.
Please buy it.
This
shit is expensive.
Alrighty.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.